Oh, I thought it was there. Hey guys. Hi. Happy Monday. Happy Real Housewives of Potomac Day. Finally. I think this is working. Hold on. Trying to get everything to. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, we're getting there. It worked. Oh yeah, we're working. Okay. Hi. It is Potomac. I'm Reality of Kristen Ray. This is the Who Started On podcast on the Reality of Kristen Ray YouTube channel, and I have not gotten over. Okay, yes, Instagram. We are live on all 5 platforms. So sorry, live on YouTube. Get my shit together today, Krista. Happy holidays. Yeah. Holidays are over, so I am excited to get back to Housewives. I cannot wait to talk about it. But we're gonna talk about Jen Aiden first. Before we go into that, that bitch is done. If we didn't think she was fucking cooked before, after what she did this weekend, in case you haven't heard about the Jersey Mike's thing. Oh my God. Good morning. Good morning, Kathy. Let me say hi to all my friends, all my besties. Hey, Kath. Hey, Mamir. And I'm sure Terry and the 75 other people that are watching. So, yes, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of them. So, Instagram. And yeah, so Potomac, hey, I love you so much. Lisa, where are you? Lisa, can you believe her? So I'm on Instagram watching our friend Lisa. Can you freaking believe her? Can you believe the boss? First of all, okay. Are we going to skip over the fact that it was 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning and she was completely fucking plastered? Why are you so fucked up at 8 o'clock in the morning again? And she said hello to Melania. So that means she was on vacation with Teresa. Okay. Not yet, Kath, but she's getting there. Listen to what she did. I'm going to play what she did. Chrissy Balls has been on that shit. Chrissy Balls even had the lady that she Kathy, it's bad. It's bad. So okay, first of all, she was plastered at 8:30 in the morning. I don't care if you're getting on a plane. I don't care where the fuck you're going. I don't care if you have anxiety. You were plastered and you talked to that lady. There, you saw the video. Okay. So yeah, she's fucking done. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then. Yeah. So I'm gonna play it. We're gonna talk about it because again, she's with Teresa. At least I'm positive. I'm gonna play it now. I want you to see if you hear her say, "Hey, hello to Melania." There's Melania. What other Melania does she know? Has Teresa said anything about this? Because you know how Teresa demands blind loyalty. So is Jen out there asking Teresa stuff for her? Because I'm sure that if it were Teresa, she'd want Jen to be sticking up for her because nobody's still on Jen's side. You know what I mean? So you would expect Teresa would expect Jen to be on her side. So does Jen expect Teresa to be on her side? Has Teresa said anything about this? We don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't heard anything. But yeah, so let's play that first. I mean, I don't have it pulled up yet. I didn't even check my notes. Did you, Mamir, did we even find any Potomac recaps? If you did, just say yeah, you did send them to me. I haven't checked my email to see if you sent them to me. I did a little bit on Grok. Grok's like my new best friend. It's like it's the AI for Twitter. All right, let's see. Let's go to Well, you know what? She shouldn't stay quiet because you know what? She expects everybody to stick the fuck up for her. And I hope somebody sees her and asks her, hey, what do you think about what Jen Aiden did? Let's comment on it, Teresa. You mean you're not going to say anything, Teresa? Because God forbid. Oh, you did. Thank you. You're the best. You are so the best because I could not find it. All right. So I'm going to go. I'm probably going to do it from Chrissy Balls because Chrissy Balls is on that shit. She's probably got even the latest updates on it because I haven't checked it this morning. The lady had the GoFundMe that started. It was up to $5,000 last night. That was I'm dying to see what it is now. So, all right. Before I even start tripping over my words even more, let me. I didn't get to it yet. Hold on. I'm not sure yet. Hold on. Let's find it first. Yeah. So she basically told this lady, this poor woman, who is about 68 years old, works at Jersey Mike's in the airport. She rated her, called her slow, old. She videoed it. She put it on TikTok, and then the family, the daughters, and the granddaughter, and then us, and then I'm just excited to see the latest. Okay, yeah, she's an asshole. This bitch showed us. We already knew who she was. Okay, and now I want her housewives to weigh in on this. I know that freaking Danielle did. Danielle's losing it. Danielle is like losing it. She's like, you fucking bitch. The way you talked to me about the way I treated my hairdresser. Remember that shit? Like, okay. Oh my gosh, she's fired. She's fired. Okay, she's fired. Okay, hold on. Christy Balls, Christy Balls? 22 hours ago, it says you're fired. I don't know if this is about Jen Aiden, but let's see. It does look like it. Okay, share it. As you guys can hear everything okay? And I don't know, you can hear everything okay? Before I play it, let me make sure you guys hear me. Let me see what you guys are saying. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Is the fan okay? Do you hear anything in the background? Okay. I hope you can hear me. It's snowing here, by the way. Georgia is off from work because of the snow. I hope you guys can hear me okay. The fan's not bothering you. All right. I'll be right back. Can you tell me if you hear me first? Never mind. All right. This started yesterday. Oh, can't hear her. You can see it, right?
Find out, and you will find Jen Aiden's photo. A little birdie came into.
It's fuck around and find out. The best thing ever. I want to start over.
My comments and let me know that she was fired from a Fans at Sea cruise. Fans at Sea,
oh
get
yeah,
it? Fantasy is actually a pretty cool concept. They basically have like the celebrity convention on the waves. They were promoting Wives on the Waves, and it was going to be Labor Day week, September 1st through the 6th. Up until very recently, the wives were Jen, Dolores, and Teresa. They were promoting it all over YouTube and on their Facebook page.
Thank you, Q.
They had the three ladies do a video promoting the event, as they are obligated to do. But guess what? That video's gone. And what's there in its place are comments like these. Fans at Sea said they were looking into the matter and they were going to address it as soon as possible. Judging by this email I was sent, this person was a little concerned. Maybe they put a deposit down already, planning on going, but didn't like Jen's behavior. So they emailed customer relations, and this is the response they got back. We will still have Teresa and Dolores. The third housewife will be announced in the coming weeks. She will be from a different franchise. And now on the Fantasy website, you only see Teresa and Dolores listed. Oh, and what a shame, because this cruise would have been the perfect opportunity for you to bring this necklace back out. Now, it was weeks ago that Andy all but announced that Jem would no longer be a part of Real Housewives going forward. And gigs like this are housewives and ex-housewives, for that matter, bread and butter in the off-season. And I know Jen's response to this, if she weren't already so sunken into the pit of embarrassment that she is, considering she's been radio silent since this went down and it backfired on her. She turned off her comments. Bill's comments are turned off. We know what her reaction would be. It would be about her not caring and having a husband as a medical doctor and having all the Chanel in the world and saying the word asshole 17 times.
Yeah,
kudos to Fans at Sea for doing what they needed to do. Kudos to anyone that was going on this trip or interested in going on this trip that spoke up about it. It's 2025, y'all, and she set the benchmark at 7 a.m. on New Year's Day. You don't need to take shit from people, let alone from D-list celebrities who are legends in their own minds, just because her husband can afford to buy her some gaudy interlocking shoes. Well, look up the definition of fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find. I love Chrissy. Hold on, we're gonna get back to it, right? I want to say hi to James real quick. Hey, James Collins cares. I was telling you the other day. I seen your you're my type. Like, I don't say you're my type, but like you're my type of people. You, Murph, you guys remind me of each other. I like your look. Yesterday, I know, James, there's so much going on, but I'm back in Housewives land. I'm very happy about it. But I'm like, I will talk about. I want Tommy and Calhoun and all. I said, I don't know if Tommy's son. What's Tommy's son's name? Is it Calhoun or is that just like Durley? I'm confused. I don't want to even say his name because I feel bad. I love him. It's guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Lifeboat. Please go subscribe to the Lifeboat if you haven't. It's about sobriety and Diddy and pop culture, and these people are really awesome. And we actually care about the kids. Like, they actually care about doing something about it. But yeah. Thanks for coming back, James. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. I don't know if I've heard from Murph. I'm just getting right back. Spanx Calhoun is my guess. Spanx Calhoun. Is that really like Spanx Calhoun? I love it. Like, I love it. He crochets, guys. And I think he's like for real. I think it means real crochet. You guys know I'm a crafter. So I'm going to try to get on there and do some crocheting because I need to learn how to crochet. Remember, guys, I was telling you about hobbies, how like, you know, get a rehab and you're like, fuck, I don't have any hobbies. Like, I'm such a loser. Like, when I figured out gardening and all that shit, it's like, I'm like proud of my crafting, my gardening, you know, call yourself out of the gutter for 12 years. And then you find people like this who like literally, like, I know you guys are my reality TV people and Bravo, and we're going to do sobriety, but like, I didn't really want to do it on here. But like, I never thought about having a community online on here, in our world, in my world, that was about like recovery. And I'm like, shit. And then when you forget about it, you kind of like, and then something happens, like what happened with my parents. It was like, oh shit, oh shit. I need something. I need somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh my God, this is like an adult thing. It's adulting sober. And it's like a situational thing where you can't, like, it happens to a lot of people. Like, parents get divorced all the time. You know what I mean? But like, you're 47 and you're like, my mom is getting divorced. Oh my God. You know what I mean? I was like losing it. But James, I have done all flowers. I'll have to show you guys pictures. I have, like, I am snow motherfucking white. I will prove it to you, James. I'm snow fucking white. Okay. Snow fucking white. I love flowers. But next year I'm going to do vegetables because guess what? Randomly, corn, peanuts. I'm at the Jersey Shore, so I have sand. So I do soil. I have to buy my own soil. But freaking corn grew, and I didn't know how. Sunflowers grew. I don't know how. But I realized that my bird seed that I feed all my birds, my animals with the birds, is like, oh, you're 47 too. James, every year we're going to be turning a year younger, by the way. So we're never ever telling the universe that we're a year older. I decided that. So actually, we're 45 until we get to 35, right? Because if we keep telling the universe we're a year older, that's why we look a year older. I decided that this year. So my birthday just recently, I turned 45 instead of 47. It's not funny. It is funny. Okay. I love you. I love it, guys. Like, I love it. When I get really excited when people show up. Like, because a lot of people I support don't support me back. Now that, like, I even think you have a channel too. Oh yeah, I was in your chat. That's right. I forgot I was on there, and you guys, I'm gonna rewatch that. That was amazing. James Cons cares. Can you put if you can you put the link to the lady that you were that you paired up with or you collabed with last night? Because you guys, like, I'm so excited to have a community for you guys. But anyway, even if you don't like reality TV, come over and listen to me talk. I don't shut up. But this is funny as hell. So Jen Aiden, you're so fucking screwed, bitch. You are screwed.
Out and you will find Jen Aiden's photo. A little birdie came into my comments and let me know that she was.
Yeah, we know. But what else is what's next? What's next? What happened to her next? I want to see how do I get? Damn it. So my nerves. All right, Christy. Look at what.
You have to be a high-riding bitch to survive. Sometimes being a bitch is all.
Well, fucking well. Look at what we have here. This is the woman that was publicly berated,
it was like
shamed, really, on Jen Aiden's Instagram. Jen posted this picture, took it as she was working, and then went on a.
What an asshole. Maybe I'll be a housewife for another franchise. My guess is, I think it's still Arinda. It is Aaron. It is a snow day. I want to find the. I got.
If you were at a New Jersey juvenile hall and sexually abused by staff or guards.
All right, I'm gonna find her. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Jen Aiden. Jersey Mike. Oh God, it was the first thing that came up. Ugh, here it is, guys. All right, here it is. Page 6 has it. Oh, guys, page 6 has it. She's so fucking screwed. It is everywhere. It's not just TikTok. It's just, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a whole story. It's a whole story. Jen, you're fucked. You're fucking fucked. That's what you get, bitch, for fucking with us. Stop.
Okay, so we're like so mad right now. We were online for Jersey Mike's for like what felt like forever. Yes. And then finally, when it came time to taking our order, they took our order. And then they took the lady's order that was after me, but they fulfilled her order first somehow, made us wait. Okay, whatever. And the 80-year-old that was working there, I mean, the amount of time she took to cut that bread was almost as much as we were waiting on that line. Jeez.
Oh my gosh,
yes. Oh my God,
my bestie, fucking Laura Lee loser Jensen.
everything was slow, so we're not complaining. We get it. It's early in the morning. You're in a bad mood. It's New Year's.
Are you wasted, bitch? Look at you.
You're working.
I can't wait to see you out here around the way.
I'd be pissed too.
No, and I'm talking, and Jen's like, I don't think she can hear you, babe.
Yeah, no, she couldn't hear.
And she's like, no, I heard you. And,
right. And then whatever, she fulfilled the woman after.
They're fucking losers.
After us first. And then when we were like, where's our order? She's like, you have to wait your turn. I was like, but we were in front of her. And then she was like, oh, okay, whatever. So as she's making my sandwich, I add a tuna sandwich for Jacob. And she's like, you're going to sandwich. I add a tuna sandwich for Jacob. And she's like, you're going to have to wait online again. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then I asked the guy behind me, do you care if I just add a turkey sandwich for my son? He's like, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
And the whole time he's thinking it's ridiculous that they're asking her to add another sandwich to the order, which shouldn't have been a big deal to begin with.
Yeah, no, he was being a hater.
Oh, really? He was being a hater. Oh, you're not a fucking cunt or anything. Oh, where's the second part of this? Where's part 2, bitch? Where can I find part 2? Probably TikTok. I know Adam has it, but I don't feel like that. Yeah. So ladies, oh my god, yeah. I love it. Where's the daughter at?
Ever heard of a reality star getting roasted for being rude at an airport? Wait till you hear what Jennifer Aiden did. Jennifer Aiden from Real Housewives of New Jersey went viral this Wednesday after she went on a wild rant at a Jersey Mike's in the airport. She and her cousin were grabbing subs before their vacation when she got super upset about waiting in line for what felt like forever. She couldn't believe someone who ordered after her got their food first. She called out the 80-year-old employee, saying, the amount of time she took to cut that bread was almost as much as we were waiting in line. But things blew up online, with fans hating her for being ageist and just plain entitled. People are saying she's totally out of touch and needs to chill. Now Bravo is rethinking season 14 because of all this drama. What do you think? Should Jennifer apologize, or is she just doing her thing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Ever heard of a reality
Okay. I know there's like, I know that I can find the check. Let me find the check. Oh, I wish I had this ready, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Oh my God, Lisa, what are you guys saying over here? Okay, DJ. So I was wondering if Teresa's going to say thank you. Listen, over here on Instagram, I need to see what you guys are saying. You can hear me fine. I know it's a blizzard. Dude, she needs to be fired. I hope. Do you guys know, like, Dina, have you seen if the, what the ladies, GoFundMe's been up to? Vicky's podcast, she was kind to Jen, but I think it was reported to. Oh yeah, she's definitely. I don't know if Bill. By the way, Bill was talking shit too. So let me find all the actual things because if you guys haven't seen it, I was gonna be on X. What do I mean? I just go right to X. Hold on. Duh. I know it's over here. Hold on, I'll share with you 1 second. Because the daughter, oh my God, I was so happy to see that they knew like how to get on, like they were on TikTok and they I'm just glad that this went viral. I'm glad that the daughter stuck up for her. I'm glad that Chrissy Balls stayed on the shit. Jen hasn't said a word. Teresa needs to open her mouth because she expects blind loyalty out of everybody, right? So why isn't she, like, if I were Jen, I'd be like, you're not going to stick up for me. You're not going to stick up for me. Like, all these people are coming after me because, Teresa, she'd be expecting everybody, every single one of them to be blind loyal to her as much as she's such a bitch. And I'm pretty freaking sure that she said something like, hey, there's Milani in the very beginning. Okay, here's the beginning, I think. Here's the daughter or granddaughter or something. I got to share it for you guys again. 700 people watching. I want to look at your comments in a second. Thank you guys all for joining. If you don't know who Jen Aiden is, she's a cunt from Jersey. I can't stand her. I honestly, I question that she's even from here. I don't know what water she drinks because she don't act like anybody she don't like people from around here. She's a sellout. We don't like sellout snitches. Like a complete sellout. You know what I mean? Just like Teresa. Why is this playing? Am I sharing this? I'm sharing this right. X. What happened? I'm frozen. Instagram, Dina, I know. And Bill's in the background. I'm not kidding. I don't know what's happening. I'm frozen. X is frozen. Twitter X. You guys are sharing. Are you seeing this? All right, my streamer. I'm not streaming. James, View X tab, Jen Hayden, Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is around here, guys. It's like a huge, right? Let me follow the.
Bitch, I hope you recognize me. It's not even 12 fucking hours into the new year, okay? It was approximately like 7 in the fucking morning. This lady's putting in her orders. This bitch doesn't know what she wants. She's over here ordering like 4 different sandwiches, changing the bread last minute, and we're doing it for her, right? But then it gets to a point where she does it so much that we're like, all right, man, if you want to like order another sandwich, you're gonna have to get back in line because you're backing up the entire line. She has people coming up to her, telling her what they want to order, and then she like, oh, can I also get this? Like, girl, that's not how that works, okay? That's like waiting in the bank and then somebody cuts you because their friend is there. So when we tell her no, and she starts tweaking. She's like, I'm a celebrity. I'm going to sue you guys. And she starts recording all of us. And she posts it. Learn how to order.
Look at all this shit. Jen Eden's, oh man, people are like losing their minds. Okay, another passenger, the same experience. Problem with this. Look, and then this, look at these bitches. So all about the truth, instead of Teresa, all about the truth is taking Jen Eden's side. I'm not kidding you. Look at this. Looks like another, literally. She says it, and then she posts the girl, the daughter. Oh my God, people are, so what? It is not about the customer service. It is literally, I'm sorry. It is not about that. It's about Jen Aiden think that she can talk to people like that. That is what it's about, you dumb fucking bitches. Who are these stupid people? Emily Jealous? Let's see. Let's call you out. Emily Jealous over here on TikTok or whatever the fuck I'm on Instagram. It says, I truly despise Jennifer Aiden, but I too flew out of Newark December 18th. Who cares? This Jersey Mike's has some of the absolute worst customer service I've ever had. Bots. Okay. This woman yapping right here could not have been ruder to me. Who cares? This is not about you. Stop making it about you. It's about her, the way she treats people. Aren't these people delusional? It's not about that. Oh my God. Exactly. People. I want to play some of the things. I need you to. Oh my God, it's all over. Bill was there too, dude. He was like laughing. Bill was staring and laughing in the background, like she was cool. Like it was like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's all over some People magazine. Oh my God. All right. Come on. Don't want this. I mean, I know you guys probably saw it, but I really like. I want to see what the TikTok. I'm not TikTok. Jesus Christ. I want to see what the latest thing is. How much her GoFundMe went up to. It was $5,000. It was like going up by the hour. My Mike's in for Black Rock. Oh my God, these people are crazy. Oh, there's people sticking up for Jen. There's people sticking up for Jen. Let's call them out. Let's call them out real quick, and then we're gonna get we're gonna get to Potomac. I promise. I just can't believe this happened, and it was Sunday, and I didn't want to come on. I just. Probably, I hope. This is her talking to the lady, right? Recording the lady.
He meant it was ridiculous for them to ask you. No, he was reading.
I'm a law professor. You put any of that online, I'm gonna sue your.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Law professor. You're just another citizen, okay? Okay, my husband's a medical doctor, okay? Asshole. And all my shit is real. I am a fucking celebrity, you asshole.
And the fuck you are.
Thank you, sweetheart. Asshole.
How dare her? How dare her? So then, she's recording a lady. It said, da, da, da. Wow, she's recording the lady. This is her thing. Okay. That's the lady that in question, the lady that she talked shit on, said that she was slow.
Recognize me. It's morning. Okay, that's like
The cool part is Jennifer wanted because you thought that.
So I'm on this lady's channel. I'll call this lady's channel out.
With this
Oh,
person.
wait, this is Danielle.
And I feel like pretty good at holding my tongue, keeping my mouth shut, not saying anything, take shit from every which way. And I feel like I don't want it today. I don't want to. So in light of all the shit that's been going down, I feel compelled to say, if you guys only knew what it was like to be involved with this person while she's berating me on how I treat people and lying to the point where it was like delusional. Like, is she talking about me knowing the whole fucking time this is the person she is?
Mm-hmm.
This is who she is.
Yes.
There's nobody that rides harder for the people that I work with and are on my team than me. And I'm also, I never really talked about this either, but I'm also going to lay this out. There's a reason why one individual went spiraling and wanted her 5 seconds. It's because I cut off. Once I figure out what kind of person you are, and this is something that I learned in 2024, and it hit me hard. It broke my heart to know who people truly are and to see their true colors.
Right.
Once I find that out, done. Bye. See you later. And I guess it drove people insane that I'm so easily able to cut out that they just spiraled and wanted to talk shit and spew shit and hatred and lies to the point now that even some people even commented under my shit. Pay your glam, pay people. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're going based on someone that is so despicable. Two people actually that are despicable. That this is what these people have done. This is what someone like this loser has done. She has created, a couple of them actually, they have created a narrative, a false narrative based on who they are as individuals, right? So it's very easy. I could come out and just say something like, yo, this person, she's a scumbag. She didn't pay me. You're going to believe me, right? Half the people that follow me, that like my content, whatever, you're going to believe me. And now this person who did nothing, I screwed her image. That was my life in 2024. Everything I've ever done with whatever platform this Housewives show gave me, trust me, it ain't all fucking roses. Trust. I'm still hustling my ass off. But whatever platform it gave me, I've only tried to do good. That's it. So when someone on a show is putting down me as an individual, how I treat people, and then the charity thing, I mean, wild. But the world's going to believe it. I could defend myself left and right on social media, which I didn't. Trust me, I was chomping at the bit multiple times, but I had other people tell me not to. I should have taken the Bethany approach.
Sure.
But what good does it matter? Still to this day, I have people under my comments. I want to take my hairdresser out. I want to take my glam team out. I want to post about them. Oh, did she pay you? Oh, pay your glam. Because idiots spread lies. And here I am. I got to sit there like a jerk off. Like, if they only knew. If the world only knew what scum rockets the people that spread these lies are. The best part is half of you bloggers had them on your shit. Half of you bloggers that do housewife stuff had them on.
No.
Had them on as they're sitting there talking and lying about me. Do you? Trust me, I know who all you are too, and you're never gonna get an interview from me. Not that if you really even cared anyway, but and I love to see you out and about. Actually, you know what? I don't care because it made you look stupid. But imagine being a person who only looked out for people. I wanted everybody to succeed. Even that asshole. Even this schmuck, what she did the other day. A leopard never changes its spots. At the end of the day, the truth always comes out, and true colors of certain individuals always come out. I will stand my ground to the day I die. I will take the bullets from the nonsense these idiots spewed in 2024 about me. I'll take it because I know at the end of the day, you could ask anybody that works with me that I didn't cut off because I found out they were a piece of shit. That I ride hard. Go ahead, ask them. Reach out. Go ahead, ask anybody that I have worked with. And I can almost guarantee you 100% of the people are going to say good things. But let this be a true testament. Don't always believe everything you see on TV. And I can't say vindicated because I sit back and people were actually hurt by this.
Yeah.
And to see the people in this video, this woman that was working at 7:00, like,
and she's wasted. Everybody's skipping over
that. I can't tell you what. I'm sure you all felt the same. I mean, I'm sure
everybody's skipping over the fact that she was fucking wasted at that time too.
I'm sure you all felt the same way. But damn, man, we got to do better. We got to do better. And this is why when I meet people, they're like, "Oh my God, you're so nice." I'm like, "Why? What'd you expect?" Because the Housewives franchises,
we all look the same with dark hair.
Gives off see you next Tuesday vibes.
She is.
I've gotten that from a few of them too. The Housewives, I don't know about you, but 2024 Housewives don't act like that. I don't act like that.
Nope.
So we got to change this, ladies. Like, that's not.
I said that. I was like, we don't like this shit anymore. Like, that's fucking 2013 shit.
How we're acting in public at all. But I'm glad she filmed it. And I'm glad she posted it.
Exactly.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
like how
because now you will get to see who this person really is. And imagine being someone like me. Well, I mean, I only dealt for 1 year. Imagine my girls how to deal with this doozy bots. Imagine sitting there and you got cameras around you and this POS is telling me to my face, I don't like how you treat people. I don't like, and I'm going,
what?
Someone knocked me the fuck out. Is this real life right now?
Yeah, I know.
Knowing what she did to me at my charity event. If you all only knew the truth of what happened at that charity event, what they did.
We know.
Animals.
Yeah.
Animals.
Yep.
But the beauty of this is you sit back and you'll watch the trash take itself out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did. So I know there's going to be a whole bunch of you that still have a thing against me. You're going to pull up the videos of the schmucks talking about me on a podcast. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I got, let me tell you, receipts I got for days. I don't give a shit to even release them because they all know what kind of person I am. Sometimes people like that, they got to step on someone's neck to get their 5 minutes. And I learned that in 2024. That's why my circle's like this right now. You can't even see it.
I know,
that's my circle. It's all right. You're privileged to be a friend of mine.
Exactly.
And in my circle. I learned that the hard way. 2025 is looking good. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Just wanted to get that out there because I never do shit like this. I just feel compelled because, damn, man, you have no idea what I have been through in 2024 with this broads. You know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care because my life's gravy. I mean, it's good. It's good. So that's my rant on that.
I love her. Seriously, she said it all right.
Yes, she said a mouthful. I'm with it. And good for her. Good for her. We talked about it the other day. Did you get that clip I sent you? I think it's available now. But the day that this happened, Kelly Dodd. We love Kelly Dodd. Kelly Dodd remastered that clip of her at the costume party when she's David Storms Bador, when she went up to David Bador and was like, I can see why you cheated on her now. Like, and she repurposed that clip to say what everybody's saying to Bill Aiden this morning.
Oh my God, no. Did you send it to me? Let me say.
I had sent it to you. I'm looking for it now. Like that was like days ago when
I
this
know.
first
I haven't,
happened.
I don't
And I'm
know.
looking at the thing and there's something unavailable. So I think it might have been that.
Oh, okay. Well, did you, all right.
Yeah.
So the lady, she literally has a GoFundMe, and people were doing it was like the $5,000. I'm trying to find it right now.
Only 5,000?
Well, that was yesterday. That was yesterday morning. It was going up by thousands by the hour. So, and they called a tip jar. Let me see if I can find it on. Yeah, I do. I should have. Let me see. It should be at Chrissy's. Yeah, she had GoFundMe. She's 68, still working. This lady, and like, you know what? That's what I said. Call it a tip jar. That's exactly what it is. Because you know what? People were like, "Where can I find this lady? Where can we?" You know what I mean? So her daughter
Yeah.
made a thing. So let me
Right.
see.
No, I think that I actually am surprised it's only up to 5,000
Well,
by now.
that's
Like that.
yesterday. So let me. No, that was yesterday morning. That was 24 hours ago. So let
See,
me try to find what it is now.
that freaking behavior was so abhorrent.
I
It was
know.
so cringeworthy. She should at least have like 50,000 by now.
I
Like I'm
know.
really surprised. It must be other working people supporting her. The people that like have the money are like, oh yeah, they must know they treat people the same way or something because she needs to have way more in there.
Yeah.
Way more.
I know. Hold on. Let me see where it is now.
And then did you hear the story? The backstory of the lady is that she gets up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and
Yeah,
go
yeah,
work
yeah.
airport to get cussed out by Jennifer Aiden for cutting the line
Yep.
and wanting to have
She
tuna
was. And
sandwiches.
Jen was fucking wasted. By the way, is everybody skipping over that? She was wasted. And in the very beginning, she says, "There's Melania." So she was with Teresa. I think. I think she says there's.
Oh no, I didn't hear her say that.
Let me see if I can find it. It's like the very. It's Jen Aiden's first one. Um.
I can't. Did she leave this up? Is this still on Jen
Well,
Aiden's page, or did she remove it? I heard she got fired from the cruise. She was
yeah,
supposed to
I
be on
don't
a
know.
cruise.
I don't know if Jen
She got
removed it.
fired, fired. She got fired
It is
twice
me.
for being lame.
Yeah, for being a yeah, exactly. So how do I go fund me? It's right here.
Jen Aiden's
There it is.
Instagram.
How do we? Oh,
Jen
that was yesterday.
Yeah, let me
Where's
see.
the link?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Did
trying to
Chrissy
find.
Balls put the link in the comments? Maybe
Sure
is the
she
link.
did. Oh yeah, yeah. Comments. Oh, where's the come on?
Oh no, maybe.
What the fuck?
Let me see.
Fucking well. Look at what we have here. This is the woman that was publicly berated, shamed, really, on Jen Aiden's Instagram. Jen posted this picture, took it as she.
Let's see. Comments. Where are we? I hate this one here. I'm just gonna go to good. What's her name? Rafaela.
Let me see. Can I find it? Let me see. Does she
Yeah.
have?
Fucking well. Look at what we have here.
Should I just like click on it right there?
This is the woman that
Oh, here we go.
was
I'm curious to see. I wish I had more money to like donate.
She says the GoFundMe link is in my stories. Let's see. The GoFundMe link for Rafaela is in my stories.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Is that this? Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So if you go to her page, go right there, and you
Okay.
see that GoFundMe link. No. Go back one.
Oh.
Go back to her homepage. Like, click on her icon again, please. Yeah. Okay. Now you see that? No. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me go
There's
ahead.
an actual GoFundMe link right under her name, like right above where the people are following her and stuff.
Okay.
How's everybody this first Monday,
Like, where is it?
2025? No. Okay, so go slow. Scroll back up a little. And you see that
Okay.
GoFundMe right there under backup TikTok?
Oh shit! Right there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So and then there should be Rafaela right there, that first thing where you're hovering right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
Great. So it's what it's up to. Let's see.
Teamwork makes that dream.
Woo!
Nice.
There we go.
Nice. That's
That's
nice. That'll be
really
a
good.
little help.
Yeah, really. Let's see. Like
I
a lot of
want her
people.
retired. I want them to make her enough money where she can where it's like 3 years
Exactly.
worth of salary, and she can
Exactly.
go take a class.
And I want,
And
yeah, like I think Jen should apologize publicly. I think, and I don't think she should accept it, but I think she needs to publicly apologize She needs to literally, Bill needs to leave her because she's a awful human. Let me say this her story.
Well, but they match because Bill isn't a great guy. Bill is not a great guy.
I know he was in the he was snickering in the background. I came in here
Yeah.
with her videos and comments about my mother.
They deserve each other. I think a better thing is make them have each other the rest of their life.
Yeah, I'm just reading her thing real quick. What you don't know
Let
is
me
her
see. How many followers does Jen Aiden even have?
Oh God, you can check if you want.
She has 550,000 followers, and she did that on a live
lady. Look how nice.
platform.
This is the lady she berated. What a fucking bitch, dude.
Right?
68 still working. And I hope she doesn't just buy a purse. I hope she like takes it and does like a lot of good stuff with it. Because
hey Kathy, hey Reality, hey Mamere, hey Lady Virgo. Thanks everybody for being here. Smash the buttons.
So Potomac. I'm so excited. Did you watch it?
You're gonna need me. I didn't even watch it yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm here for you,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna play a little while, and then I'm gonna go watch the stuff, and then I'm gonna mod for Dr. Heavenly later, and then we're gonna talk about it some more. So, yeah, but
Cool.
what happened? What happened
All right, let me
besides
get
Mia being a liar?
uh,
Mia's lies
yeah.
are Mill's face.
See, all right. So, what do you think she lied? I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you think she's lying about now? I know I
Okay,
can't.
so I did see last week's episode.
Okay.
And that
Oh,
whole
yeah.
little how they left it about her kids were allegedly missing, and she was like, "Oh my God, I don't know where my kids are." And from what I understand, that's BS.
Okay.
Because if you don't know where your kids are, why didn't you leave? If you
Well,
don't know where your kids are, if you think your dude is having a manic thing and took your kids 4 hours and then took a plane someplace, none of that was landing.
yeah.
And I just feel like Mia's lies are all catching up with her in a way where I hope she's not the force multiplier in other people's eyes. Like, lies does not a storyline make. She's crazy. Yeah,
Well,
Mia's gross.
yeah, Jacqueline needs to, or you guys can see me, right? So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be able to see the comments, but because my notes, I can't because I don't have a phone, so I have to do it from my computer. So I'm just gonna give like notes because I forget. I don't forget the episode, but it helps me anyway. But anyway, I think Jacqueline is literally a freaking piece of trash. I can't. I just and Trashly like jumping in and like mind your fucking business. Now Mia and Gordon, she's already on vacation, so they're in Panama, okay. And it's like it's like at the very beginning, it's like Mia's crying. Oh, I don't know where the kids are. I don't know where the kids are. Gordon so Gordon had the kids, but she had them with a nanny, I guess. And he shows up and takes the kids, and then ends up dropping them off at like Jacqueline's parents or something, and leaves to go on vacation. So, I mean, she was already on vacation already, Mia. You know what I mean? But I don't know what, like, I guess Gordon's allowed to just come pick her kids up. I don't know. But, for she gets support from the girls at first. But anyway, so when we start out in Panama, and this is like, it seems like Wendy's trip. I think it's Wendy's trip, right? I don't know. I forget. But they went rum tasting and all that. It was nice. But of course, when they start literally questioning me, which is Trashly questioning me, because of course she's like, she's trying to she says Gordon's have a manic episode. I don't think Gordon's manic episode made him drop the kids off. So I don't know. Like, I don't understand why he wasn't answering the phone, if that's even true. So that's what she was like. She was, I guess, talking to her mom or something, trying to find out where the Gordon took the kids. But it's like somebody let Gordon take the kids. I don't understand that. So did he just, I don't know. We didn't even find out where he ever was or anything. Or he's at Martha's Vineyard. But
which is in Massachusetts, by the way. So he drove the kids 4 hours down the coast, and then he went someplace that's 6 hours from there. And it's like, did he drop them off and fly? I feel like Mia knew that was about to happen because
that's something why would he do that? That's not a responsible parent. But so why? I don't think he would. I think that's you're right. Maybe she's lying about it, and maybe he just wasn't answering for a couple of hours or something. But she already knew what they were doing.
Well, maybe the timeline is required then, because wasn't something about Jacqueline's people was watching their kids?
Well, that's the thing. So literally, she says that Jacqueline's on the phone with Mia's mom, and now they're at Jacqueline's. nanny or mom or whoever watches their kids together. She's like, well, this is
Okay,
my
so
mom.
wait. Remember Tita Talks? Do you guys remember last year when Jacqueline came on the scene and she was beefing with Mia? There was a lady in the YouTube streets that was Jacqueline's blood sister who had all this inside information on Mia. She was the nanny for Jacqueline's kids and she was the nanny for Mia's kids at one point. And that lady's name was Tita Talks. And she had a channel here in the YouTube streets. And she would go in on Mia, and she's a recovering addict too. So she was a crack smoker. And she goes in. She goes in. Oh my God. You want to hear somebody get cussed up side one side and down the other in the funniest way? Those old Tita Talks videos were the lick, right? So now I did a thing where I explained how Tita Talks, the reason she's not doing videos anymore is because unfortunately, months ago, I'll have to get because I'm still trying to put the timeline together.
Okay.
But she used to do lives all the time, and she was a nanny. And she would have lives while she was watching the kids all day. She would be live for 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, doing all her nanny stuff. And talking about being a recovering addict. Well, one of the kids she was watching by the pool one day.
No.
She fell asleep.
No.
The toddler, yes. The toddler unalived in the pool.
No way.
It was on live the whole time, you guys. It all happened on live. It all happened
the baby, a kid died on live?
Yes. It all happened on live. So on her live, she's chilling by the pool. The kids are playing by the pool.
What?
She ends up dozing off on live. She wakes up to the baby floating in the pool.
Whose baby is this?
Obviously, she lied to the police and said that all she did was turn her back for a minute, and that then, of course, the live revealed that she had fell asleep.
You mean nodded out?
Kids next to the pool. So she's currently serving time for child neglect and endangerment
and murder.
It wasn't full on murder. It wasn't.
Yeah, I know. But wait a minute. So this is Jacqueline's sister?
Huh?
Jacqueline's sister.
Yeah, so this is Jacqueline's sister. Her name was Tina. And Milton did an interview with the lady before. What? Yes. And so I'm trying to figure out if this is now. I could totally see a reason for Gordon to go pick up his kids from the nanny.
Well, no, that's
the nanny was getting in trouble. Like, what if that was the day that the nanny got in trouble for dying or something?
Jacqueline somebody, and she said this lady was my mom. She walked me down the aisle. She's like a second mom to me, and so she said I feel safe with her with the kids. So if it's the lady, then it didn't happen yet. But I think she said it was Jacqueline's mom.
Tita Talks.
She didn't say the lady's name, but
her Tita Talks is the blood sister of Jacqueline.
Oh my God! And this just happened. Oh my God! I did not know that.
It happened like within it happened like within 12 months because she's in jail right now. I think she got like 18 months. I did a whole thing on it, but I was trying to figure out, was she still watching, was she still watching Mia's kids? Was she still watching, like, whose kid drowned in the thing? I don't even know.
Funny because like that actually was like making she like made a big deal out of saying I trust her. So I don't know why she came out and said it, but like it couldn't have been, but it's got to be like before it happened.
At that point, it hadn't happened. She was great with the kids. She was very caring, very loving. She just happened to fall asleep by the pool one day, and the little girl passed away in the pool.
I would say nodded out. I wouldn't say pass. I mean, I don't know her, but I'm just going to say, how do you pass out and you don't go to sleep and take a nap with your kid? Like, I feel like, was she on drugs or something? Or
no, like I'm telling you, she's in full recovery. She was in full recovery. She was, and that's part of why she went live, was because it helped her stay sober.
Why the fuck?
It was like accountability. You know what I mean?
But why do you go to sleep when you're alive? You know what I mean?
She just dozed off. I'm telling you, it was an accident. It was like she was outside by the pool, dozed off and woke up.
Okay, if you're tired, you hang up your live and you go inside with the child.
Right. You definitely do not have the
That's
kids
why I don't
access
feel
to the
like
water. Right. Like that
I
was
don't
not a
feel like
good thing.
something's not right. Yeah, something's not right with that. Like
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
I'm not justifying her actions. I'm just saying that if you're outside, sometimes the vitamin D of the sun or the heat of the sun can hit you the right way and you'll just fall asleep for a minute. And well, before you know it, you wake up and the dog got out or the kid got in the pool. It's like
it had
crazy.
to be a while. I mean, it was live, right? So like, how long?
Yeah.
I mean, you
So
still
her
have that,
channel's
or
gone now. I can't find her channel now.
do you
Hard,
have
but
it?
let
Or
me,
you don't
I'm
anymore?
looking, I'm looking right now. I'm looking
Yeah,
again
see if
right
you
now.
have it. I want to see
When
this.
I did
It's
my
got to be her or
Instagram, don't
somebody
call
that
me a Jose.
this. Wow,
Tita
Tina
Talks.
talk. Wow.
Let's see. A day in the life of,
Oh
oh
my
no, I
god.
said Tuda. Her name is Tita. There's a Tuda
Okay,
too.
you can it's snowing.
T-I-T-A.
I think I have it.
T-I-T-A Talks. Let's see. Okay, she has an Instagram that she hasn't posted on since August 16th, 2023.
Oh wow.
Um,
Huh.
let's see. She had her son on her YouTube. You can see, I mean, on her Instagram, you can see a couple of videos to her being on the show. But like when I go to look for her YouTube, I can't find it anymore. And of course, they would have taken that video down. That
Yeah.
video would not be
Yeah.
up there anymore. But that is how the police found out that she lied. She actually had lied to the police and
Okay.
said he only turned her back, and the video showed that she was asleep.
Yeah, like why? That's
At
the thing.
least that's what the article I found.
You can't. All right, you found an article. I think I have it where you're allowed. You're allowed to. I have it where you can share the screen share it now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
of course.
Okay. You want to do it or whatever? And then yeah,
Yeah.
because this is. I think that's. She said she felt fine with this person. So this had. And then if we see how old the lady is, it might give you a little bit of a.
Okay, here, let me pull it up. See if I can for us. Make this small. And I'll open up another browser. My computer be acting funny if I have Chrome trying to talk to Chrome. So let me open up the Firefoxes. Yeah, but yeah, keep on with your thing. But I was just
Yeah.
wondering if
No, I
this
know this is
was around
interesting.
the time
Yeah. So
that they would have, like, that would be the only reason Gordon rushed down someplace and took him 4 hours someplace else if that was in the throes of
no,
happening,
like, I think he
right?
was with. I think he was. This was no. He took dropped them. They ended up with Jacqueline's family member. That's where they were. That's so. So wherever they were, he picked them up. I guess Jack. I think it was like maybe her mom or something. Maybe Mia's mom had them or whatever. So he picks them up there, and he wants to spend time with them. And then
And
he.
I was, look, Mia's mom was a crackhead too. Like all these, look, so just a shout out, you might want to, I don't know,
Yeah,
watch that.
allegedly batter up too. Allegedly.
Her mom, she's the one that said her mom was a crack smoker.
I mean, no, I know. I'm just, I didn't know. I'm just shocked that this about that happened because I look,
Oh, here it is.
I was
Here,
too.
here. I found the thing. Let me
Okay, yeah.
I found the thing. I found one, but this isn't the video I did. This is one that mine didn't even come up in the thing. I guess only 3 people watched it, but this guy has 800 views on his.
Oh, wow, there should be a
So
lot.
I'm gonna
That's crazy though.
show you guys this video.
Yeah, this
Let
is
me
Mia's Jacqueline, which I think is a piece of trash. But I'm just saying that I didn't even know any of this. I am
Yeah,
shocked.
right,
I'm
right.
yeah.
It does
Listen,
add a little layer. Let me
I was
see
an
now if I
addict.
go to
Yeah, I was an addict. Yeah, we got 3 inches of snow, and I was Xanax. I did all of it, and there's I know. A person who is watching a child on at a pool. There's no way you just, pass out and then you lie about it. Like, why are you lying about it if you just fell asleep? Why are you live? And people like if you're literally that tired, why are you watching? You know what I mean? Like, you got to be something on something that you close your eyes like that. Because I know that feeling when you're like on Xanax or anything, any kind of like downer, even if you're prescribed it. Sometimes you
Yeah,
will out, but you don't watch a child when you're on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
right.
think something's up with it, and I didn't even know this person yet, but it just from what that just the way that sounds, I feel like wow.
Here, I'm gonna try to present my screen so I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Share screen, share screen. Um, which one? This one. Silly. Thanks for bearing with me.
No, I love it.
Okay, so you can see I put in Tita Talks with a Z, and it says, where does she go? Real Housewives of Potomac, Mia Thornton's former nanny convicted of infanticide. Get ready. YouTuber Tita Talks sent into prison for drowning of Tita Talks full article. The dates aren't adding up. So there's a lot of things. Let me show you.
Yeah. Something about it. Let me see.
Let me see
She looks
this one.
familiar now.
This one right here could be the one. This is from Miss Kiki Prime, baby. Shout out to her copyright use. We're gonna play a little clip.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear mine. If it
I can
plays,
hear
let me. If not, I can just DM you this stuff. Just. Can you hear that?
No. Wait, maybe. No, it's it's like really low.
Okay, I'll forward it to you.
Okay.
I'll just forward it to you. Let me go back and then maybe you'll be able to play it on your side. Just a second. See, she used to have heck of videos up. This person did it in time. This is from 6 months ago. And they did it in time to get all these old videos. I haven't been able to find a lot of stuff on her. I'll let this play while I send it to you.
Yeah, I'm in your thing right now waiting for it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. She's all right. This got to be her because she said this woman was like a second mom to her. She was raised with her, like, so I guess it was Jacqueline's family member.
Well, when she had they talked about Tita Talks on the show, and she had mentioned that Jacqueline's sister was their nanny. Mia talked about that her first season on. Mm-hmm. Here, I sent it to your DM on Instagram.
All right, here we are.
Right now. Where is she? Krista by yourself. I didn't do it to the group chat.
I hope I sent to the right larger curves.
Right. No, I got yours. I got yours this morning. I'm here. Okay, so I just sent it to your thing. I'll send this other one too. I don't know if his commentary is better or shorter or what, but let's see. Yeah, this one is only 8 minutes. Here, I'll send you this one.
Okay.
But the other lady does seem to know what she's talking about as far as the history.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Like, I'm just curious, guys.
The longer one.
This is who she's got to be with. All right, I got it. That's who she's got to be with. Prayers from Miss TC. All right.
So I sent you both of them. There you go.
All right.
Lord have mercy.
For joining me on Morning Nuggets. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate. And as always, it is my absolute pleasure every time I come and speak with you. I pray this video finds you exceptionally well. Lord, have mercy. I say that because sometimes that's the only thing you can pray in a situation like this. Toddlers, infants, babies, precious things, but they're very curious and they're mischievous. That's why you have to always keep an eye on them at all times, because they're very calculated and they're waiting on that moment, that opportunity when you turn your head so they can go back to the thing that you reprimanded them from getting into. Those things could be sharp objects. I remember when I was going to do, you'd be like, take that your mouth. And in surfs where,
what are we talking about?
I don't even want to mention it. Can you imagine? Where it will tell you something that's left in the back seat. I know I got an SUV.
Okay, yeah, no, he's not the right one. Do the other lady. See, he's like rambling about his own.
I like, come on, dude. Let's like blaming the child. Come on. Let's go to the other one. We're not blaming the kid. Is this him too?
No, I sent you that lady one.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, what the hell's that? Hold on. I got him. I just ran him already. I don't.
Did the other one open?
She vlogs her.
Sorry, I forgot I didn't have it. I didn't have it in. Sorry, I thought I was sharing it.
Taking care of children and babies will be crawling on the floor, and you have to watch them because the minute they find something on the floor, what they gonna do?
Yeah, no.
Take that your mind. Serious. You have to tour in a group of small children. I let them go everywhere with me. We all was in a group. Stand by
Let me see.
while he's been surfacing.
My
And
good
people have been
friend.
talking about this vlogger named
That's not the one.
No. Oh yeah. Should I keep playing? Because
your videos. Where's my this one? It's Miss Pinky, Miss Kiki. My bad. Here, I just shared you Miss Kiki's. It looks like hers was more.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. Sorry about this. Sorry. I just think it might be relevant to the whole.
Yes. Right.
Why did Gordon go do this? Are they trying not to mention this tragedy happened? Like what's really going on?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the actual good video. Charged with manslaughter. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Drug addiction, and she started her YouTube channel, and she would give like a lot of positive homelessness, drug addiction, and she started her YouTube channel, and she would give like a lot of positivity out of to people that were going through the struggle. Even I called on her a couple of times when I was kind of wobbling back and forth, you know, deciding that I didn't want to drink, deciding that I wanted better for myself. You know, I could go to her channel and she would say, you know, it's going to be all right. It's going to take time to get to this level where you're just, you know, you're going, you're not depending on those type of things. And that's part of, you know, getting clean and sober is to fall back into the, you know, to relapse. That's part of it. You know what I mean? So I would go over there and, you know, she would talk about that, or she would just talk about other stuff and it wouldn't be messed. So it would get my mind off of everything that was going on, you know, surrounding things that was going on in the beef sector. Happy Sunday, Rena. Happy Sunday, Daria. So yeah, her sister ended up being on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Her sister was a real pretty girl over there named Jacqueline on Housewives of Potomac. She was actually Mia's best friend, and I think they ended up falling out because of the show, but they ended up being back best friends again. Well, Tita was on here. She was a nanny, and they even spoke about her on the show because she was a nanny and she watched people's kids. You know what I'm saying? She watched Mia's children for a long time. She watched her sister's children. And she just had a great rapport with children. She had this whole nanny vlog. She would put the children on camera and everything like that. She would show us about her day, you know, going about her day when she was babysitting and doing things like that. She would show us the different children, the gifts that she brought to them. Like her whole life changed around. She basically got custody of her son that she hadn't had custody of. So I'm going to show a snippet of her, like after she had been in this drug rehabilitation program, I think for about 3 years.
Wow.
And she had got clean. Shucks. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. Give me a second. Because I want to show you guys so you can kind of get an understanding. She was a very beautiful woman, but like I said, there's been a death of a 2-year-old surrounding her, right? And so word on the streets is that she has to go away for 18 months because of the death of this baby that was in her care when he died. So let me just play a video of you guys so that you could see her about 12 years ago. And I believe this is around the time when she first got out of homelessness and was back to life. So she did a video for this program called Bright Beginnings, and it was a parent program. She's known on YouTube as Tita Talks, but here she is live in the flesh.
Oh, wow.
Hi. I have 2 children, a 17-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Can't hardly hear it.
My 4-year-old is in Bright Beginnings. He came when he was just shy of 1.
So I'm not gonna play this whole thing, but she was talking about her 4-year-old at the time, which I think he's around Giselle's age now.
Oh wow.
What's up, ZX? I think he's around Giselle's age now. He's about 17, 18, about to graduate high school and all of that, right? So she had, gotten off the streets, gotten cleaned up off of drugs. She was taking care of her son. She came on here and she just talked and she gave motivation. Occasionally she would touch on the mess, but not real deep, not for real. It was about her vlogging, about her going shopping, giving out Christmas gifts and all of that. Well, here lately, the YouTube streets have been talking, and they found out that there was this kid, as news reports have it, she was babysitting him at her mom's house. Her mom had a beautiful property, a farm on the property and everything. Just, they were very family oriented people. Again, her sister was Jacqueline. I don't remember the last name, but she was the girl with the white Porsche on the Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to say not last season, but the season right before that. And she was Mia Thornton's best friend. So anyway, she's babysitting this, it was a 1-year-old, I believe. She's babysitting a 1-year-old. And as the news report, I don't know if this is true. Okay. So this is alleged. But the news report says that she fell asleep while babysitting the toddler, and the toddler, unfortunately, fell into the pool and drowned. So part of her story is also that she's now living with HIV. This is nothing that I'm putting out. This is part of her story. If you watch her YouTube channel, this is part of the things that she talks about. Okay. So she had this long history with drug abuse on and off the streets of Washington, D.C. Very, very rough, but she's a very, very beautiful woman. Turned her life around, got off the streets, then found out that she was living with HIV, managing that, managed not to do drugs anymore, managed to overcome homelessness, start to raise her son, right? Very productive young man. Then her sister, what's up, Deanna? Her sister got on Real Housewives of Potomac, right? So life is going well, right? She's getting recognition. I think one of her videos was over like 20,000 views because she's directly connected to, Robin, Giselle, Karen, the grand dame, because her sister Jacqueline was on there. So she's doing her YouTube thing. She talks about sobriety, beautiful spirit. So now she went missing off of YouTube for like a year, right? I hadn't seen her. Okay. I went around to her channel to see when she would go live. Some of her supporters support me, but I don't generally get into people's business. If they're not here, they're not here. I spoke to Miss Tita probably once or twice through Instagram messaging, just, let her know, hey, I know who you are. I like your program or whatever like that, but I can't come and tell you that we had any real personal relationship because we didn't. So I looked up these news articles, and one of the articles you have to pay for them. Okay. I'm nosy, but I'm not that nosy. So I'm not paying for the article. So, but from what I read from the article, it said that the article alleges that she fell asleep while watching the baby. They were playing in the backyard and she fell asleep while watching the baby. During some time in which she was also live streaming to YouTube. So the baby fell into the pool and the baby drowned. So she was then arrested and convicted of manslaughter and has to serve a prison sentence of 18 months. Now, this is somebody that we all got to know on YouTube. We all got to love. She would pop her teeth in and out. You know what I mean? Just kind of play around with that. The fact that she doesn't have teeth or anything. A very beautiful woman. I'm going to play just like a little bit of a clip from her YouTube channel. You guys can still subscribe. I don't think she'll be putting out any videos, so I don't know what the point would be to subscribe, but you never know. So the name of her channel is Tita Talks. I'm gonna put her up here on the screen. Yeah, please hit the like button for me. We got 115 in here. Y'all been doing really good with the like button, and I really appreciate it. Let me go back to that. This is saying she's been on since 2010. And second month off. This was 8 months ago. So she was saying that she had been on, I guess, some type of supplemental drugs for her drug addiction. I don't know. Let's see what she's saying.
Doing like that, so I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is I listened to her live. She was blindsided, and on Mr. Reed's live, I heard that Mr. Reed, because Mr. Reed told that story before. I heard that story before. He had a friend that passed away from, drug addiction. And I get it. You could be very touched when you lose somebody through drug addiction. I've lost many. My last loss was my best friend.
She's dry.
She died 2 years ago.
And that's her son. That's her son in the car next to her. So during this time now that she had been off drugs and everything, and again, she's speaking about drug addiction and overdose and losing people and things like that. During the time that she'd been off drugs, she spent so much time with her son. They got really close. Even her daughter was really close. She has a close-knit family. So this unfortunate accident is just really it's just mind-blowing. Like, I couldn't believe it when I heard it. So that's her channel. It's Tita Talks, and you see some of the things that she talks about. She's got a couple of parodies over there. She would always make the people laugh. Let me show you guys that real quick, and then I'll go into this drowning situation more.
I got some thoughts on this.
So as you can see, she posts videos with the babies that she babysit. She planted things out in the garden. She just loved the babies, right? So this was 8 months ago with this baby. This is a baby. This baby says spending time with the male. So that's obviously not the baby that was in the accident. I think that's her sister's baby. But she was a very lovely girl, very, very lovely woman. She loved the kids. They were always, clean and happy in her care. As you can see, I know that this has to be very hard on her to have a child that was lost in her care. As you can see, she dedicated her time just to the care of children. It was something that she loved to do. So with that being said, let's take a look at this drowning video that I pulled up. I pulled up a video of a kid that was actually drowned, and it happened within a matter of moments. And the sad part about it is that it was so many people in the pool when this baby drowned that it was unbelievable. So let me pull that up for you guys, just so that we can kind of get an idea, because you're always wondering, like, how
is this the video of the actual drowning?
No. I'm telling you, they took her whole channel down. They can't. You can't even find her. But she did have a backup channel that's called Granny TT or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's still up, but it doesn't have what happened.
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, we don't need to see the video of the person.
No.
Yeah. But I thought this lady did a really in-depth article. So now we see the connection. We hear about her story. She literally was helping a lot of people that were in recovery, just seeing her every day get through it. She's right. Her son was back in her house. She was always cooking for him, cleaning for him. She was a cleaner. You know how sometimes you can have leftover tweaker and like you're just cleaning all day, making little piles, So like she would be cleaning all the time, taking care of the kids all the time, and taking care of her mom too. Her mom is older than her, and she was taking care of her mom too. So shout out to Tina Talks. I hope that when Gordon went and got the kids, it had nothing.
No. That's where he dropped them off at. That's where they ended up at. With Jacqueline's. Yes, he took them, Mia's mom's, to Jacqueline's family member. This person, I guess.
Oh wow!
Saying like that's where she ended up. They ended up with Jacqueline's family member, because then they started. Because once I'll tell you, once the show starts, she's like, all right. She's like, Jacqueline's like, she's fine, and Mia's like, oh, this lady's been like a second mom to me. It's Jacqueline's mom or sister or something, and the nanny. She said the nanny, so it's got to be her.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
I know. Listen, like I get addiction. I'm an addict. When I'm on Xanax or something, like even if you're prescribed it, I just feel like that it was an accident. I'm sure, yes, but it just was unfortunate. She was probably on whatever she's prescribed to stay clean, or you can have anxiety or whatever.
Does methadone make you? The lady did mention that she was on something to help her stay clean. She didn't say it was methadone, but does methadone make you tired?
Oh my God. That's yes, you can. Oh my God, you just pass out in the middle of eating your food. Like you're sitting down and you can't do anything. You're like if you're at dinner, you'll pass out. You'll just fall asleep.
Oh wow. So maybe she was on some type of something like that would have caused her to slip into sleep.
That's a lot of that's one, like it's like people are on Suboxone, like I'm on Suboxone. and the other people that got clean went on methadone. You know what I mean? Methadone's a little bit stronger, but yeah, like you go every morning and you get it. And by the time 20 minutes later, you're you can't stay awake half the time, and you're not out a lot.
Well, you know what? That's so weird. So in another
I know.
reality show, on the Love and Marriage Huntsville,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Kiki Jabbar was on methadone, recovering from a pill addiction, and she fell asleep in her car and
And I
passed out carbon monoxide.
and I kept saying, like, I didn't know because I didn't know the story. I didn't know her, right? But when somebody
Uh-huh.
told me that, I assume on her way home, she probably got her methadone, because you either go every morning or they give you take home bottles, and she'd be taking that about 4 in the morning. You take it, and probably Kiki when she got home. And I said that but I didn't want to say too much because people are like, very sensitive. But in my opinion, that's yeah, in my opinion, I think that's what happened with Kiki, and she fell asleep, and unfortunately, the car was stolen. And because I said that she would like got out, and that made me really sad, and it still makes me sad because I understand that, and like it was a good accident. And just like with this lady right here, she was on something to keep her clean, and she was living her life like, I'm on Suboxone, I'm living my life clean, But like unfortunately, something like Suboxone or methadone is, you have to be really careful. You really yeah. And subs do not. My opinion, subs do not make you not off. I've never, unless you have, if you're not an addict, pills, subs will. If you take them just to get high, you will not offer them. But I've never once in my life been high on Suboxone. I've been on since 2007. And I started doing them the right way. And it's like it took me until 2012 to do them the right way and stop selling them. And, my, on like Xanax, oh my God, I fall asleep. Yeah, it's not. And that's so sad because my worst fear was that that was going to happen. I'd wake up in jail and not know what I did because and this is a shame. And she probably pleaded, man, what a shame to get your life together and then something like you're just doing, unfortunately that it does, but it does only listen. We've been sober and the kids have fallen in the pool before, so it happened. But you have to take time. But unfortunately, I don't.
That's the thing. Like moment, it only literally takes a split second. You can't. Just don't have any babies or people that can't swim around open water if you can help it. I don't know if the pool had one of those pool gates and they were on the inside of the pool gate, I believe, when it happened. So yeah, that just was not a safe situation, unfortunately.
No, and that's a shame because I'm assuming that's really where it's not a pharmacy, it's a methadone clinic. Yeah. They have a clinic, and that's what I don't like about methadone here. They send them back to Camden City, where we get our drugs is Camden. Camden is a trigger for anybody that used to get high, right? But that's where they put the methadone clinic. So they have to go to the clinics they have to go there every friggin' day, the place where they would get their drugs from, and then have to try to get home without getting high. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So they put the clinic in the belly of the beast.
Yeah, listen, and just because you have an addiction, it transfers over unless you like my Suboxone's only fixing the symptom. You know what I mean? Like why was I getting high to begin with? It took me till I was 36 years old to figure out why I was getting high. I was self-medicating, you know what I mean? And I had you have to feel it to heal it. And I was also on lithium because I'm bipolar, you know what I mean? Bipolar. I have to imagine. I literally now I'm off of my lithium. I went off of it 3 years ago, but I had to get sober and then try to live life sober. And I never in my life had done that.
I really feel for Tita Talks, and I feel for the family obviously that lost their child too. But I don't know. I kind of feel like writing Tita in jail. Maybe we should send her a letter.
Honestly,
I don't know, because she really was trying to like do her best.
Sure.
And this happened. So
yeah, like I said, this was probably a freak accident, but unfortunately, when you're on methadone, and she probably knew that, and I mean, it just sucks. She probably does need support because imagine having to, that's my worst fear. It's like something now, like I've been sober for so long, and something, and I have no friends left. I don't talk to them because they are so reckless, and I can't even I don't want anything around me. I can't afford for you to fuck up. I can fuck up all by myself, and it's like I cut my friends out because of things like, I have friends that have kids that they shouldn't be having. And it sucks because I get what happened with her, and I probably get what happened with Kiki, and it's unfortunate. And she probably does need a lot of support because she wasn't getting high. She was trying to stay not.
Right.
But she probably shouldn't have been.
And then the reasons that you get high are because of self-loathing and self-hate.
Yes.
So she definitely could use some support because she might be slipping back into some self-loathing type of mindset after a
Oh yeah.
cherub is lost in your care, you know?
Oh, fuck yeah. And like knowing that like you've now you got to go to prison after you've already gotten your life together. I
Right.
did that. I had to do that shit too, and that is even worse. Because now you're not even hot. You're not even like now your life's together, and you realize, oh my god, I have a life. Like, oh my god, I can actually live a normal life. But fuck,
Yeah.
now I got to take care of my shit.
Right. Right.
Something like this happens, like methadone's a fucking motherfucker, and it's so hard to get off of. And we don't want to get off of our things because like what if then you want to get high again because unfortunately a little bit methadone does make you a little bit high. But then I know friends that had to literally methadone, they would leave the clinic and then they would go buy crack because addiction transfers. You know what I mean? So because you're taking care of the symptom, your Adderall, or I'm sorry, taking care of your withdrawal, and you're not getting high from that, you're still have an addiction, and you're in Camden anyway. Like honestly, I had to literally fight getting off of crack and cocaine because after I got on Suboxone, I was like, I still want to get high.
Right.
So it's like, holy shit. Like, so you really do just have to fight your addiction. But the method Suboxone I take, it does help me from not being sick. And I'm still on it. And I still only take a quarter. And it's only because I will go through the worst withdrawal of my life. And I don't want to. I just don't. You know what I mean? And it sucks really fucking bad. I wish I could get off of it. There's different ways they told me I could get off of it. I've tried so many times. It's the only thing that ties me to my past. And it doesn't do anything but make me feel normal. You know what I mean? I just, but methadone is one of the worst. Yeah. I have 2 people died when I was in prison for methadone withdrawal. Because when I was there,
I'm doing this talk then, friend, because this is like going to help some other people too, like, because they need to know that there's something else besides methadone and that these are some of the side effects of methadone and these are things to be leery of. I mean, if you don't want to be narcoleptic, isn't that when you sleep all the time? If you don't want to be sleep all the time, then you might want to talk to your addiction specialist about an alternative to methadone. You see what I'm
The
saying?
only other one there is Suboxone, really, and sometimes people have to be accountable every morning. And like with me, my Suboxone, I didn't do it the right way for a long time. Right, I didn't go to the clinic, but I didn't go to methadone. But some people have to have that accountability every single morning and go to the methadone clinic. That's their last resort. And I just feel like they shouldn't have it in a town where you get high at. You know what I mean? And I really think they should let them. I don't know.
I think they do the same thing in New York. I've heard that they have those places where you can go and legally shoot up, the stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then get watched. And then people all have the Narcan pins. So it's supposed to be safer way of doing it, and like the needles are clean or something. But I'm still like, you're still doing the drugs, man.
And it's only you're doing it there just in case you overdose. It's like I never agree with it because I mean, like I don't know. And like I'm near Kensington where it's all homeless and Camden City.
No, Mamere. Do you see what Mamere said?
I'm looking right now. They do rapid. Oh, wait, hold on. What part?
Yeah, no, that one, the rapid thing. I didn't know there was like a way to induce a coma. So
Yeah,
coma, and they wake you up after your withdrawals. That sounds crazy cool.
Withdrawal for a year. Listen, it doesn't work. You wake up and you still have to wean down off of something, and it's like who wants to be knocked out for 3 fucking days? Nobody. And it's like about but you're still an addict. Like you still have to work on it, but you still like. I feel like I took the Suboxone for a long time because also it's something I'm used to taking a pill since that time I was 22 years old. I'm 47, 45. I have been taking.
No. I thought we were time frozen. You 45. You need to time freeze at like 38 tops.
Well, I'm going back to 35.
Okay, 35. Yeah, we're not taking these numbers anymore.
No, and I feel like I had to get my face. I was looking like drugs had started to, I felt like they didn't age me, but then when I was watching myself on camera, I felt they did. But it just literally, like, I have so many, my best friend still suffered. Like, I know I'm going to lose her. Like, I have family members, like, I didn't, none of us made it out. And that's the thing. Look at Jen Aiden. She's fucking wasted at 8 or 6, what was it, 7, 8 in the morning, screaming at somebody. Like that, like that's what I mean. Like shit like that. Like what the fuck are you doing? Somebody has to get a hold of her. She's a drunk. She's got problems.
If Jen would have been in her swimsuit, she would have that would have been the scene where she like was so drunk at that pool party. She was literally face down, remember, on her hands and knees, and she had fell over face down, doggy style, because she was so drunk. Yeah, she has a problem.
You know, she better be drunk, because if she acts like this fucking sober, that's even worse. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, I hope the fuck you were drunk, because if this is how you act sober, you're a fucking horrible human. Like, you need an excuse. Like, I can't believe she has not apologized yet. She's not come on. Like, she's radio silence. This bitch is radio silence all of a sudden.
She's not
Like,
gonna apologize.
I hate these bitches around here. They're so fucking disgusting. I really do. I'm sorry. It's just, I think about like how the shit that like even watching her with Laura Lee makes me mad. Like, this Laura Lee Jensen. Who the fuck do you think? It's not her cousin. It's Laura Lee Jensen. Like, laughing, thinking it's funny. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how? I'm shocked. Like, like you actually thought you were cool enough. Like, you actually thought that going online and fucking with this lady and like talking shit. I don't know where her brain. Like, who in the fuck thinks that's okay? I thought Jen was okay. I really thought, away from Teresa, that she was a normal fucking person. You know what I mean? But she's fucking not. And fentanyl is really bad around here. Fentanyl is really probably one of the other reasons why I never started doing drugs, because I was scared to death. Because fentanyl, like, first of all, Narcan wasn't around when I was getting high and I was overdosing. I had to make it to the hospital. Thank God I did. But I did, and they did it there. But I did die, and that was the last time.
Lost his legs from infection. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, people give
Lord have mercy.
Rapid detox from fentanyl. Jesus, I mean,
She did, honey. She's fired. They put out a statement that said,
"Bitch is fired from C shit." C shit was called.
Yeah, they were like, "We're gonna get another housewife."
We were gonna go too, right? Listen, honey, where we were gonna go? I'm not fucking going up. Teresa and me. Oh my God, we would drown each other. One of us would end up over the thing. So it's Teresa, Dolores, and we don't know yet, right?
Right, and they said another one to be announced.
Let's go. Who wants to go with me? I'd go.
Is it a full-on cruise?
It's a cruise. I'm scared to go on a boat with Teresa. I really am. We're on an island.
I'm sorry for that big digression. I
know we need it. That's really good, because that's where her kids are with. That's who her kids are with right now, or that's who her kids ended up with. So, yeah. So anyway, back to Real Housewives. I mean, that's what we're talking about Potomac, because listen, it's a shame, and let's send her some prayers right now. Let's just pray for Tita. Sing Tita.
Yeah, Tita Talks. Dear God, just bless Tita Talks where she is. Bless the family members of her that were affected by the loss of their cherub, and just heal everybody, send everybody strength and love and forgiveness and compassion. And therefore, by the grace of God, go us. So like, let's just love each other and be kind. And thank you for Tita Talks and her sharing her journey of sobriety. And thank you for those family members that she was able to help also, in God's name, amen.
Yeah. And I'm sorry at first I was like a little like judgy about it, because I'm not judging her, because I do get it. I understand it could happen to anybody that's trying to get sober, staying sober. It just was unfortunately, you know, maybe the owner on the pool wasn't a good idea. She was amazing with the other kids, but it sucks. But anyway, yeah. So Mia had a nervous breakdown, but so of course fucking Ashley, Trashly we'll call her, she is triggered by Mia, because she's like, oh, you know, everything's fine now. Ashley's like, I have no idea why Mia's sitting in this bus acting all calm, cool, and collected. I'm triggered right now hearing this. Looks like Mia better get ready, like, you know, she better get ready, because Trashly's coming for her, because first she's freaking out because she can't find her kids, and then for some reason Trashly cared so much that now Mia's okay. Mia's come because she found her kids. So actually Trashly and Giselle are like, oh, we're gonna get Mia, we're gonna have to question Mia. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, so of course they literally go to I guess it's like a hat store or something, a Panama City hat store. I don't know why, but they're shopping for hats. This scene was kind of weird, because they all end up buying Wendy's daughter a hat or something. But the whole time, Giselle, Wendy, Karen, Giselle, Wendy, and Trashly are all literally just kind of like, we're waiting for Mia to apologize to Giselle about talking about her daughters. Remember that whole thing where she's like, your daughters are sneaking boys in the house because they're always
basically called her squirrels. Yeah,
basically. So she's like, I'm waiting for Mia to apologize, and they're like, can you just leave Mia alone? Jacqueline's like, she's been through a lot, you know, she's been through a lot. But anyway, Ashley, May, and Stacy and Kay, which I love Kay and love her, they went somewhere shopping. And so Trashley decides to confront Mia about what Jacqueline told her. She told Mia she didn't know how to support her as a friend. And like literally Ashley's like, you know, Mia, like, I don't understand, Mia, like, you know, people are talking about you. We just think, Mia's like, look, I don't fucking give a shit. Mia's like, I don't. And I don't care what you guys think. I don't care what you think about my situation. And Trashley's like, your friend, being your friend's exhausting. It's very exhausting. I don't know how to support you. Mia's like, then just don't. And she's like, I tried to be supportive of Mia, but I just don't know how to be there for her. And it's like, then don't fuck Trashley. Nobody fucking asked you, first of all. Nobody asked you for your opinion. Nobody, I don't know who the fuck lied to you, but nobody gives a fuck about you because your situation is just as fucked up. And you fucking kiss Michael's ass and you don't know where the fuck your kids are because he, you know, not only do you sit them on the counter like a weirdo with your two kids, like Mia might be fucked up, but bitch, you're so fucked up too. Like, just because you're up here or Mia's up here and fucked up, like you're up there with her, Trashley. So I don't know what the fuck you keep coming at her for. Like, you invite Sesame Street to your fucking Sesame Street house. And then have the balls, because Kay, they all decide to bring up, okay, so after all this happens, Ashley's like, I'm triggered. I gotta leave. I gotta walk away. It's like, okay, you're triggered because of Mia. Whatever, bitch, whatever. So she walks away, and Kay and Stacy are like, what, Mia? Like, you know, Mia's kind of like, you know, she's like, it's kind of repetitive. We're tired of hearing about it. And it's like, you know what, you know, Stacy's like, I can't get over this. Like, I can't believe that she didn't know where her kids were. And it's like, well, Ashley's like, you know, she's supposed to be in Mia's corner, but she's not. And she's like, I just feel like she lies or some shit like that. And it's like, nobody gives a fuck what Ashley thinks, honestly. Nobody really cares about Mia anyway. I don't anyway. I just don't know why she keeps coming for her. It's like crazy, but it's not, I don't know. They go rum tasting, which is weird. I don't know why they take Karen to go rum tasting, but during this whole thing, I was like asking Stacy about questions about TJ. Stacy calls TJ. He has no shirt on. He allegedly has no shirt on. And he's like, oh, you know, she's like, I never get to see him without a shirt. And all the girls are like, hey, TJ, it's your bestie. And of course, stupid Jacqueline's like taunting Karen for not drinking because they're literally at a rum tasting and Karen's not drinking. Karen asked for like apple juice or something. And, you know, everybody takes their shots and Jacqueline's like, oh, Karen's not drinking. And Karen's like, you're a bitch. And it's like, I listen, I don't mind. Karen, I'm a little mad at her because she's like not taking the accountability to us, but who gives a fuck really about us? Oh, who's that? Hey, content guy. Thanks for joining. I'm really reading my notes. I'm sorry that I'm literally like, I'm not reading.
No, I appreciate your order. Like I said, I hadn't seen the episode yet, so I'm appreciating the details that you're offering. Q, thanks for being here. He's a content creator in these YouTube streets. And he's popping over to my channel. What a treat.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
I love when our things come on. And so I was like, I can't really go through this with it. I need my larger. I need my peeps. But yeah.
Well,
So
I'm here for you, but I don't want to, you know, ruin it. All I can say is Trashley, whatever you're mad at Trashley for. I'm with you, girl.
Please, because I can't.
But it
I don't
sounds like Trashley was actually the voice of reason this time.
You think? I mean, listen. I mean, I get it, but fuck you, Trashley. Like, you have no room to really talk. Like, your situation is so fucked with Michael. Like, you're probably losing everything because you can't be with him. Like, he fucked you over. Like, I get it. Like, you're trying to. She has this guy Josh, whatever. Josh is a really cute guy, and he took her to the airport. So why the fuck are you worried about what Mia's doing? Honestly, like, if you really need a storyline, talk about what the fuck you got going on. Like, I let other people fuck with Mia. You know what I mean? Like, let Karen fuck with Mia or let Giselle fuck with Mia. But just Trashley doing it pisses me to fuck off because I just think she's a piece of trash. She was like, the 2 years after she had the kids, I was like, oh, she looks amazing. I like her with Luke, and like she's okay without Michael. She's cool. And all of a sudden, she like turned into like just trash. I don't know. It's just weird. She just acts like she's got that Sesame Street chick everywhere. And Kay's our friend. Like, Kay's on the show now. And she's still like,
I love Kay. I cannot stand the thought of Deborah's eyebrows.
I can't either. They're so they're offensive, you know? But they all joke around. It is cute with TJ because he's like, you know, they tell each other they love each other and stuff. But it's, I don't know, it was cute. But then um Ashley decides that she's like literally now, not only is she going to like talk, oh, should I just mess that up? Um, Ashley decides again, she's going to get messy again. And she brings up the rumor to Jacqueline about Mia hooking up with the same guy. So Jacqueline and Mia hooking up with the same guy. So she brings this up now. Okay. Giselle's like, it was ink. It was ink. It was ink. They think that Giselle, or they're all, Jacqueline and Mia must have told everybody that ink ate her cookie, and then it was so good that so she let Jacqueline eat it, or like let him eat Jacqueline's too. This is like, what are you like, what? So again, we have another story about sex. Was we don't know the true story about Mia and Jacqueline, and they now allegedly was ink, right?
Right.
And then Mia's like, no, it was
I'm
ink.
done with their shock jock. They just try to sound so salacious and
Yes.
sexy and act
Yeah.
like they're like young college girls getting beads for showing their
Right.
boobs. And I'm like, bitch, you both have 3 minor children at home. And if you're not talking about taking back these, if you're not a philanderer or cheater, Mia, then now we have Jacqueline on with her co-parenting PP, big PP man, and
Yeah.
everything's just about PP and sex and threesomes. And
Yeah.
it's like your kids are going to see all of this.
And
Your kids are going to see all of this, and I'm just not with it. It's like it's not cute to me. It's not giving what they think it
no,
gives.
it's gross. It's cringe. It's like, it's not. It's, yeah, Jassie's missing. You're right. She is missing. But yeah, oh yeah, Wendy said that's it. Wait, hold on, wait, where am I going? It's at? Yeah, it's, oh man, yeah. She literally, so they talk about it. It was Ink's best friend, allegedly. So they can't get their story straight, but they said Giselle's like, in her confessional, she said Ink's like a Lunchable. They pass him around. Everybody gets a cracker, a piece of ham. He's like the community something. And then Mia's like, no, actually, it's Ink's best friend. And then Wendy's like, I don't want to hear it. Wendy was like, I can't deal with it. No more. I can't. She's like, thanks for the information, Jacqueline. We love it. Time to change it. And let's go out to dinner. Like, it's gross. Like, nobody really cares. Like, you're right. It sounds like they're in high school. Like, oh, we hooked up. Then we didn't hook up. Oh, we both sleep with the married man. He ate my cookie. She ate my cookie. She wanted to see what it looked like. So it's a flashlight. And then fucking Jacqueline, a scumbag, goes, you know, well, you have to get to know yourself. So, because they're talking about how they were in the shower together, her and Jacqueline. I had to get to know ourselves. So what's better than to get to know yourself unless you're with your best friend? Like, what?
That sounds so lame-o. It sounds like she was groomed by somebody. It sounds like
Right?
her groomer used that line on her, and now that's what she says.
Because they like weird, yeah. What they talk about doing to each other. Oh, he'll eat my cookie good, so I let her do it too. Like, what? Anyway, but Giselle said that Mia gave her an off the camera. So back to the Giselle with Mia thing. I guess that's why they're going after Mia. Mia said,
I
gave
want
her
to stop thinking about things inside of Mia. I need all of these images about things inside Mia's orifices, whether she's gobbling bottles of alcohol or, you know, having her butt out for the other men at the Love Lagoon, or I just want to stop with all the holes and Mia. Okay.
I know. And Jacqueline backing it up, and either being there or not being there, may not have been a part of it. I don't know. But it's like, I don't know. Stacey was mortified because she's like, on they call Ink or whatever. Mia calls Ink, and she's like, well, first of all, Mia apologizes to Giselle off camera and then on camera. And again, Giselle has a problem with it. I'm not just sticking up for Mia, but again, if she didn't apologize to on camera, if she did it off camera or whatever, you would have had a problem either way. Either way, if she apologized without doing it on camera and did it in front of us, it would have been a problem. If she just did it off camera, not in front, it's either way, it was a problem. She did apologize to her, but at this point, Mia's like, I don't give a fuck. If you don't like my apology, then fucking whatever. Then Mia's on the phone with Ink, FaceTiming him. And after she's like talking about all the kids, I can't wait I need to go see my kids. She hears them say, Mia say, I'm just going to get off this plane, get on a plane to come see you instead of going home first. And then, of course, everybody's like, oh, then they have a problem with that because like, oh, you want to see with your kids so bad that you're going to go see Ink first. But then Mia's like, look, my other child is in Atlanta where Ink is. So I'm going to go see both of them. Again, not sticking up for Mia, but like she's messy, but these bitches don't really have, I really don't like those ones. I mean, Stacey, yes. I just don't like Giselle questioning her. Just kind of, I don't know. It just makes me like, you guys are both fucked up too. Like,
but wasn't she just crying? So forgive me. Like I said, I didn't. So wasn't she crying about not knowing where her kids were?
Yeah.
And so that's still up in the air, but she's going to go stop to hop on Peen on her way home of checking where the kids are. Yeah, that sounds stupid.
But
if you're so if you're so concerned about your minor children, then why don't you bypass the peen, make sure your children are okay, and then go back to peen play? I don't understand. Her priorities are all peen oriented.
I know, and I'm reading this. I don't remember Jassy being there now that I think about it. Maybe she had something to do. Like maybe she just set that trip out, but they didn't even talk about her. Jacqueline makes herself look bad. I agree, and she does. Yeah, I mean they make each other look bad. I do want to see more Jassy. I love these women. I think that these new women on the show are killing it right now. They really are, except for Jacqueline. Yeah, yep. And did you agree? So you think she sounds desperate with TJ? I thought this scene with TJ on the phone with TJ that she sounded less desperate, but I usually think she sounds like an oversexed teenager, always talking about why they don't have sex. She did say it again. I never seen without a shirt on, but it's like I don't know if the cameras are making her talk about not having sex all the time, and I just it's weird. I just feel like I don't
It
know.
doesn't really seem like that's her topic of the day. Like she doesn't really even seem like she would talk about sex with so many people. So it doesn't feel authentic.
Right.
And I feel like the other women bringing it up so much, maybe now she feels like, oh, this is what I need to talk about to be interesting in this
Yeah.
group where these old ladies are always talking about sharing cookies with community peen. I don't know.
I know. See, Lady Virgo, but see, I feel like either way, they would have had a problem with her apology. Whether she did it on camera, say she didn't do it off camera, then they would have said, "Oh, if you really had an apology, you would have did it off camera." So she did it off camera. They had a problem with it. So she did it on camera. But I mean, yeah, do I think she's sorry? No, I agree. She's definitely not sorry. She should apologize. I don't know about on camera, off camera. To me, probably on camera. Since you fucked me over on camera, you apologize to me on camera. You know what I mean? Like you. And again, I'm always the person to, why do you agree?
I agree that if it's on camera, it's on camera for the respect, it's on camera for the disrespect, yes. But what I'm weird about is that Giselle had let it go for so long, and now you have all these problems with it, and now you have a problem with the apology. Last year, when Wendy supposedly did a look, it was all kind of all this, that, and the other. And she was so sour towards Wendy, regardless of if you weren't friends with her. The bottom line is your daughters you felt like your daughters were disrespected. Therefore, I need Giselle to keep the same amount of pressure towards Mia that she had towards Wendy, but she didn't do that for me. She let this lady call her daughters whores on TV and let it go for 2 episodes before she even tried to check her. Now it's a third episode where you're finally getting an apology and it's not good enough. But that's your fault because you didn't check her with the same energy and animosity that you had for Wendy when you were policing her looks last year and the way that Black woman was emoting last year. So you're going to need to check yourself, Jiz, because that's where the problem lies. If you would have kept the same energy, there wouldn't be an issue right now.
I know, right? And it's seriously so like literally like he's like, everybody's just or I'm sorry, they're all like everybody's just piling into Jacqueline's, everybody's piling on me, everybody's piling on Mia. And before we even get to the lawsuit thing, Gia's like, she's like, Mia had apologized to her off camera. Mia, so she's like, Mia snaps right back at her. She's like, I'm sorry that you have certain parameters when someone apologizes to you, and Jacqueline's like, all the extra stresses on Mia. And, she like basically shut down. She's like, she was so shut down by Karen, Wendy, and Giselle yelling, they're all yelling at her, stop, stop, stop. And Karen's like, I think Mia would agree that she has some work to do to repair relationships in this group. This is what Karen says. And it's going to take time. Now they're saying that Mia has to repair relationships in this group and it's going to take time. I don't know really exactly.
Mia's a liar.
Yeah, like
Mia's a liar. Therefore, that's what she has to repair is being a liar.
They're all fucked up, though. They're all kind of fucked up, except for the new women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's on, but again, like Mia's like, I don't really give a fuck. I get her life's very messy right now, and it's like nobody really kind of like.
It's messy by her own accord. She's doing all the mess making. You have your husband downstairs. Your boyfriend upstairs. You guys are doing Airbnbs on the weekend, toasting on the rooftops you know what I'm saying? She's the author of all her own confusion. So for Jacqueline to try to make us have empathy for self-designed confusion, it's like a reach. You need to talk to your friend, girl.
Yeah. I also, the thing with Deborah, like, that's not, like, I am so glad. I've been saying this. I said, thank God that the state picked up those charges, because it's all with a deadly weapon. I said it. She's also suing civilly, which she could. She's got a fucking scar on her forehead. So she's like, oh, I am still suing Deborah. Giselle brought it up. She's like, but then fucking Giselle goes, what do you mean? That's still a thing? And he's like, yeah,
That
it's
was disgusting. I saw that in the clip. And I
yeah.
was so put off by that
Oh my
comment because what
God.
Giselle really means, because if I keep telling you guys, I play a lawyer. I grew up on LA law and I play a lawyer in my head a lot. Okay. This is not legal advice, but I feel like that should not have been able to even happen where Giselle gets like this conduct.
Well, I don't think it's literally because like, why the fuck is it even coming? Like, I mean, it should be all on Kate. Like, you already should be on Kate's side. Like, why are you acting like it's no big deal? You're like, oh, that's still a thing. Yeah, the state's picking it up. It's a fucking assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah,
bitch.
she's lucky. Her and the assault coordinator, Ashley Darby's forehead, are just lucky that they didn't get ensnared in said lawsuit, because if the state picked up the charges, did you know that's why businesses have to have a bar has to have liability insurance, because if you leave there inebriated and you end up getting into some kind of accident, the people can sue the bar that you left. Therefore, by proxy, Giselle and the assault coordinator Ashley's forehead could be in this case civilly for hosting the event and putting the assaulter in their premises with the other people when you knew that there was going to be trash. So for Giselle to fix her mouth to be like, oh, that's still a thing, bitch, you're just lucky you didn't get caught up in it yet. And if I was their lawyer, definitely have named Ashley the assault coordinator and Giselle's G&A as part of the case when I'm trying to get my money. I wouldn't only be tapping on Deborah's shoulder. I would be tapping on the person that let her be there and the event that she was there for. All of it would be caught up. All of it.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, you have a scar on your forehead. You know how much, like, that's like a lot of money. Like, that's in like an automatic, like, 200,000. It's like a lot. It's a lot when you have a scar on your head. And the state, like, she can look at that's like jail time. That's like prison time. And Deborah, she still brought Deborah around after that, right? I think she did. She brought her.
No, wait. Well, we haven't seen Deborah since the finale of last season, so we haven't seen her this season.
And of course, like, it's still a thing. Yeah, bitch, it's still a thing, because like literally, you are never gonna like. She's like, I'm still
alive.
I feel like she deserves to get like a lot of money. I think that she should be put in jail for. I think it's actually criminal. And they're like, oh, well, is it? And Giselle goes like this. Giselle goes, oh, well, is it civil or criminal? And she's like, it's both. And Giselle's like, well, she don't have any money. Why even bother? She doesn't have any money. And Kay's like, that's her fucking problem. She's like, I even said that. Like, who are you kidding me? That's her fucking problem. You know what? Yeah, that is her fucking problem. And if Deborah has anything, her husband has anything, her house, guess what? That's what they take.
Yeah.
They put a lien. You
If
can't
her
do
house is not in a trust, then her house can very well be on for the thing. And it better be an irrevocable trust, because even if it's a living trust, the people can come still get you, because technically it's still under your power. But yeah. And that's why I think Giselle needs to just STFU in the corner, because that might give her lawyers the idea to go after some people with money, like Trashley's forehead and her housewife's salary, and like Jiz's forehead or Jiz's neck and her housewife's salary. So you're right. Show me, go where the money reside, where the money reside. That's right, Giselle. Well, maybe I should include you and Ashley's forehead in on this.
Yep.
And the G&A, your brand of G&A, which is the only reason that my face got assaulted.
Exactly. And like, it could have been a lot worse. Like, it could have been her eye. Like, she could take her whole eye out. You know what I mean? So it was just very reckless of somebody of her age to commit a literally a violent crime like that. That is assault with a deadly weapon. Just for you to get on TV, Deborah? Like, are you what a loser? Like, and then actually, that's my friend. I trust my friend. I take my friend's word. You trust that bitch? What? Like, you trust that bitch? Okay. Even Bravo called her out when they said, "Oh, he's smiling too much." Eddie's like smiling at me too much, and Bravo's like, "This is Eddie, not smiling at her. This is Eddie, not smiling at her." Like, bitch, get out of here. Like, you need to go. Like, Ashley needs to go.
Ashley needs to go.
Yeah, she needs to go. And I don't know. I'm loving. I really do want to like Giselle, but Mia, I don't know. We can keep Giselle, but I think that Jacqueline.
Giselle needs to go. Giselle is the other person that was part of the colorist thing, and she slid by, and because they got rid of Robin, but I don't think that this other green-eyed bandit is really. What is she even adding?
I know. She's fake. Well, listen, like I say with Erica, I can't stand when you're like the mean girl and she was with Robin. Like I can take the fake nice because again, let's be honest, any of these girls are actually really fucking friends on any of these franchises anymore. It's a shame. Like the new girls come in, I wish they would now. Like the people are saying about the franchise with Jen and all and like Teresa, we don't like the same shit we liked 10 years ago. Like we don't like this mean girl fighting with each other. Like it's just not cool anymore. And Giselle was still doing it. She's only not doing it now, and it even got more dangerous with Giselle because of what she did with Chris.
Right.
Mia's stupid little lies aren't really like, they're little stupid lies, but it's only because her life's so fucked up and she's kind of like not trying. I don't know. Actually, I don't know why she lies. Like, I don't know. Like, what's his name says? We don't know why liars lie. It's like, you know what I mean? We don't know. They just do. But it's like she does lie about a lot of weird shit. But I also feel like she's trying to protect a lot of people at the same time. And she shouldn't. Like they keep telling her, you gotta stop protecting Gordon because he's not, and she does kind of still protect him until we get to the point where she's online after this is all.
She needs to protect Gordon from her lies.
I know.
She's lying on that man's mental health and everything because now she's right back with him. Allegedly, her and Ink broke up, and her and Gordon are back together right this very moment.
No way. No, I didn't know. I knew they broke up. I didn't know.
Oh, and I'm with you, Lady Virgo. I see them so clear. That's the only reason she got a fluke this season is because of a pending lawsuit. Because Bravo could have got ensnared in that too. It was their production.
Yes, and I think
and their security did not secure the premises. And yes, I do miss Candace so much, honey. I miss her so much.
I miss her too. I want her to have her own show. I wish that doesn't she realize that we on YouTube, she would make not even she's make money. She'd have so many views. She would have a whole audience just on YouTube if we would just saw a little bit of what they, like how they were showing like a little bit of their life. I love her. I think that she's so amazing. She's an actress, a singer, but we would be so invested. I would be invested in her show, on a podcast, a live podcast.
Anything. Like I want to see how her baby Jet and Miss Dorothy are managing this new bundle of joy. And does she sing to baby Jet? How is she getting her baby body back? What's Chris's attitude like now that he has? Because he was already a dad. I'd like to see him and how he's interacting with the new one, and how her bonus kids and the new kid interact. I want to see it all. I want to see it all.
I do too. And I remember like a little bit, they showed a little bit when she first got pregnant. We're like, oh, keep doing this. The views are more than what you get on Bravo. Like they were getting more views on YouTube. Bravo was getting on the show, with the Outsiders.
Right. I feel like she's too good for them too. I put in her comments all the time. I'm so happy for her, but they didn't. I'm glad she kept it from us because if it meant that they would have got some, then they don't deserve it because they do not deserve her.
They don't deserve her at all.
Never again would if I was her, I would never let Bravo in my life again.
No,
you another awesome network and show my life and get all the money.
She's definitely like she's way too good for that show. Just like I feel my Monica is too good for Salt Lake. Like I definitely like watching the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That is Monica. Holy shit!
Right.
A secret like that Mormon life was fucking crazy, and she's still with her husband. I'm not even knowing that. Yeah. All right. So what do you guys think about seeing G and I? I don't. Yeah. I mean, look, like. It's Stu. I don't agree with Stu in the establishment, but
she wasn't there when it happened because she left early.
Yeah,
but her and her partner, the assault coordinator, they had to have a guest list. And if Giselle's well-seasoned neckly ass Did
Yes.
it was a great idea to have Deborah at her GNA event when
Yep.
she's only had issues with the paid co-star. She had an opportunity to be like, I don't think we should have her here. She's checking for our paid co-star. Like she had a right to be like, no, I don't think that's right. Especially because before she left, she saw Deborah's getup. Deborah was the only one not in a cocktail dress. Deborah
Right.
came a unitard ready to fight.
Right. And she wanted to fight. She was trying to fight Candace. Like she was literally Candace, like, get her away from me. She must have said it 5 or 6 times. Get her the fuck away from me. I'm not answering you. And she was coming at her, and Kay just was like, look, get the fuck away from her. Like, what are you doing?
And that's
And
why I feel like Bravo should be ensnared in this, and that's why they gave her the flute. Lady Virgo was saying, because they didn't listen to their main co-star when she was like, get her away from me. She said it several times. They called for security. Security didn't do nothing but help the lady end up on the floor.
Right.
And so Bravo could be in a lot of trouble if they weren't giving out flutes instead of
Yeah, they should. I agree. Actually, now I think about it, I remember thinking, why are they fucking not get her the fuck? Like, I was thinking to myself, she's not stopping. Somebody just get her the fuck away. Like, honestly, they should have had security come get her way before that even happened. I agree. Actually, now that I think about it, like, I do feel like, she was a little too aggressive, and she wasn't listening to. I don't know. She wasn't listening to Candace. Like, leave her the fuck alone. She was trying to make Candace make it her fault. She was trying to get Candace to fucking react. And I remember who was, I think it was Karen, was like, do not fucking react. That's what she wants. So you will lose everything that you have built, your career, your music, your actor, you know what I mean? And it was like, this bitch is fucking done. Like, and
Candace literally had turned her back and was like, twerking in the air. She had her flute up, and that lady was fully trying to assault her back.
And it's like, thank God the fucking state did pick up that charge, because you need
I'm so glad.
you deserve to get some kind of fucking honestly,
and because also I'm glad the state picked it up, because when Monique Samuels assaulted Candace and Trashley's forehead interjected herself so that it would be seen as mutual combat, instead of let Candace get protected from the assault that happened on her person. With the state picking it up, Trashley didn't have a chance to interject her lies.
Yes, exactly. And it was like they were trying to say, I can't even believe that Giselle said that's still a thing. Yeah, it's assault with a deadly weapon. The state picked up Giselle. And now and I think Giselle knew that anyway. How did she knows everything about everybody. So you're gonna
can we just say, like, the lack of empathy towards this other woman is disgusting. Oh, that's still the tone she said that shit with. I didn't see this episode, but I saw it in a clip. And the tone she said that, is that still a thing? Bitch.
What?
Bitch. Yeah. So would it still be a thing if Grace ended up with her forehead cut by the assault coordinator? Would it still be a thing if Adore had got assaulted? Would it still be, you know what I'm saying? Is it only still a thing because you should be held liable too, bitch?
Yeah. And then she said,
swearing in 2025. I'm sorry, my bad. My swear jar.
No. And then she's like, oh, but she doesn't have any money though. We should just, that's what's the point? She doesn't have any money. Fucking dude. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care.
I give a F, because as a matter of fact, thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna ask my lawyer to get some people ensnared in this that do have some money. All of you guys need to be in court.
Exactly. Like, really. And like, honestly, I think they all should be called as witnesses against fucking Deborah. They could be all called as witnesses against everybody. The camera's witnesses against Deborah. You know what I mean? Like, a word to witnesses against Deborah. Like, I you know what I mean? Like, Ashley's like, Ashley, I believe my friend. She was provoked. Remember at first?
Yeah.
She told fucking her side. Like, what? Like, what?
And then if your friend was provoked, listen, we are on a show to talk and be shady. To be shady requires words coming out of my mouth. Therefore, talking is what we are paid to do. It's team, keep your hands to yourself, bitch.
Learn your lesson. How the fuck are you, like, literally, exactly. Like, what do you, and you're literally gonna back it up, and then again, inviting her the next year. Like, that's what I'm saying. Trashley turned into somebody like, I don't need her. I don't want her around. She's like, to me, she's like Kenya. Like, I don't want to rob a bank with you. Get the fuck away from me. Like, you're not my kind of people. Like, you know what I mean? You're not my kind of
Yeah,
people. You know,
totally,
fuck out of
totally.
here. You're a twat, and I don't like you. And I think Jacqueline too. Like, Jacqueline, you're dirty. You're gross. You make me sick. Like, I thought you were cute at first, but you're little. Oh, we were getting to know each other, and she's serious. What better way to get to know yourself unless with your best friend?
That's
Okay.
disgusting. That's some weird ass shit.
Why are you saying
Lady
that?
Virgo is on fire with the comments.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why isn't Kay suing Bravo?
That's
If she can sue GNA, do you guys see through? Yes, it's Andy. It probably is a mutual thing. She's like, I won't bring you guys up. Thank you for my flute.
Yep. And I think, and I don't agree that she's only back because Andy, she's so suing. I think that she's a good cast member, honestly. I think that she's back because they needed the new girls, Stacy, Kay, Jossie, I think that they are a force. I think they have a lot of
Yeah, I
energy.
like them all.
Yeah, don't they feel like good? They feel like solid. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have like the new
Mhm.
girls, they don't feel, they kind of fall off a little bit. Like,
I will
Braun,
think it's funny though. I thought
yeah.
it was funny of Kay to be like, "Oh, we're going to." Didn't they go to like they're in Panama, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Kay had said before they left on the trip that she likes trips in Europe, and then she gets to Panama and she didn't even know where it was. And I'm like, okay, okay.
I mean, yeah. Like I know Panama kind of. I kind of didn't know. Where's my glasses? I was looking for my glasses, but yeah. I mean, I just feel like yeah. And then we're not talking about Karen anymore. I guess I don't know. But we know what's happening with Karen. Anything? Like I know that she got convicted, but I don't know if she's been sentenced yet, or do we
You
know?
know what's interesting? I'm really really torn over this whole thing because it's
Yeah.
really interesting that Teresa Giudice went all the way to jail and we don't have to talk about her case. And the Chrisleys were doing all their stuff.
Oh God.
They're off the show, so we don't have to talk about them. PK and all of his freaking bankruptcies and court cases and we rarely talk about that stuff. And I'm feeling like these people come into Karen's case every single episode is disgusting. And I feel like they're doing it to try to get her caught up. And we didn't even talk about Ashley and Baby Hands' case
I know.
against for sexually assaulting producers as much as we're talking about Karen's DUI that was currently in court and could not be discussed. So for them to keep on discussing it, but we never talked about Baby Hands and the sexual assault. For them to keep on discussing it, but you know what I mean? It just doesn't match. The energy doesn't match to me, and it feels like they're trying to have the public view Karen in a bad way so that by the time she did get to court, she would have all this extra energy that made her seem like she's not taking accountability. I don't need to take accountability on this show. It's just like if I worked at AT&T and I showed up to work at AT&T after a DUI, if the people at AT&T were trying to make me take accountability, it's not their fucking place to make me take accountability. That's what the court is for. Stop bringing it up at work. I just don't know why it keeps on getting to happen. It didn't happen to Shannon Bedore the same way, and it should not be happening to Karen the same way. One hit a whole fucking house.
I know.
And we hear more about this lady who hit a tree. And it doesn't sit well with me that these other Black women, especially in the days where Black people get treated a certain way in the court system, are actively trying to have this woman's case skewed against her on this platform. I do not agree. I do not like it. I do not subscribe.
I agree with that part. I agree with that part. I'm just as a viewer, I'm just a little worried about her. That's all. I agree with these bitches that she owes them nothing and they don't fucking care. And they're being cunts because of the show. But I do agree that Bravo does not really, they did what they did to Shannon and they expected her to lose her shit. We all did actually. She did really well. I feel like Karen's holding on because she's got to literally get through this because if not, Karen's being extremely fucking. I like when she fights back with them, but I wish I could. I do want her and Giselle's relationship to be okay because I think Karen needs another strong person on that cast with her.
Giselle Giselle is no one's friend. I don't think that Giselle is the person for her to confide in at all because Giselle started the season off actively antagonizing her about a court case. Like, that's not a friend. It's not a friend.
I
You're
also
supposed to try to protect me. You don't want me, a real friend doesn't want me to get more jail time.
right.
And if we think about it, what could Karen say that could be sounding like accountability? I'm sorry I did it. That'll also get her caught up in her case. So just shut up about her case. Just shut up until it's over, because the things people want her to take accountability for or to
Yeah.
say that she's wrong about is directly going to implicate her in this fucking case.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. I know that. I know. And yeah, and it's serious. I didn't realize it was 2 years she was looking at. Again, I freak out. It freaks me out because I'm at that age where I could easily just go right back to being fucked up. Like, something could happen. I don't know what happened with Karen. I don't know what happened with Shannon. Something. I know Shannon never healed. Karen says she still hasn't healed. I'm still wondering where the fuck Karen was and who let her drive home. Why did David let her stay on the phone? Her cousin David stay on the phone with her. She was not in any fucking shape to drive. I feel like she does. I hope she's healing without the cameras. And this is scary. You can't really heal when you're looking at jail time. Honestly, it's hard. Like, she's looking at, I don't know what they're going to give her, but when she's fighting the courts, it's not going to be, it sucks. The courts are not, they're like they did with Teresa, which they make an example out of people. They fucking should have did it with Shannon Bedore. She made a series of bad decisions. Like, why are you doing this? I feel like,
And
again,
wasn't Shannon's case over by that point? Like, Shannon wasn't actively in active litigation about smashing into the house. She was in she was about to be sued for the $75,000, but
yeah.
she was not in active court
No.
over her drunk driving
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
all these ladies were talking to her about it on case. So whatever she said,
Yeah, we never should have. I mean, honestly,
it was different. It was a different circumstance for Bravo to be airing these scenes where these women are trying to make her be culpable for something that could later be translated into, oh, I'm guilty in a court of law, is stupid.
I know. I get it. I know. That's what I kept saying. I just was like, why? I just, yeah, I don't know. Karen, I'm worried about her. I love her. Like, she's amazing. And I didn't realize that 2 years. That's not even, Jersey doesn't even do 2 years for your second
That's
offense.
a long time. In Potomac, where all of those, elected officials are, that maybe
Yeah.
that's why it's so so harsh of a thing. That is a long time for DUI, you guys.
I think ours is only like 6 months. I think it's like 6 months for 2 years. Your second is like 6 months or something, and your third, I think, is like a little bit longer than that. But 2 years, and they should look at the time in between that she hasn't. It's been like, I don't know what, 30 or 40 years since her first one. Kind of should wipe the first one. It should like nix it, because it's, this is a whole different time of her life. So it's not like she's like, I don't know. It's not like she's got the one, you know what I mean? Back to back to back. Like, again, she shouldn't be drinking and driving. She should be calling an Uber, whatever. But again, like, I that's really harsh, because she's had a lot of time in between where a lot of people should not be drinking and driving. It just, unfortunately, fucking, like, they didn't. It happens when you're on
Well,
reality
then
TV.
they're going to have to stop these shows. They're going to always have to show all the ladies getting a driver to and from every act, because a lot of these lunches, the ladies are driving themselves there, having a drink and then going home. And now you're trying to tell people not to drink and drive because you might end up hitting a house or a car. It's like, you're going to have to stay consistent on your branding, because the show, literally, all the housewives drink and then get in cars after they go meet. All of them. And even Trashley said Monique was drunk that time. She fell asleep at the wheel. And that didn't even get as much. And that didn't even have court stuff. Or did it? Did she end up in court? I think she might have ended up with the citation that time. And remember, Monique had fell asleep on her way home after meeting Trashley for drinks. And that's why Trashley was like, oh, I know she had at least 3 drinks. She was drunk. And then they didn't even talk about as much then as we're talking about Karen now.
Yeah, I know. And to be fair, it is I don't know if the ladies, if it's the showrunners that are making them had her bring it up constantly about with Karen. Shannon obviously got fucking destroyed. Shannon did get destroyed in her show, but not by, she got a pass in the courts because she only had it. She literally could still drive. All she needed was a thing. And I think that her situation was just as bad. And I feel like Shannon has a drinking problem as well, and that she did, but she got attacked by her best friends too. Like, again, we know that these women are not your fucking friends, unfortunately. I know Karen's like trying to get through this, like to have to know now that she had to go through the season looking at 2 years. Like this, I'm telling you, when you're looking at jail time, I know it's a stupid thing. People shouldn't at our age, but I know that feeling to just you have to put your life on hold. You really do, because you can't think of anything else. That you got 2 years in jail, like until you know what's happened, what's up with her thing. Like she had to go through that whole season with like these bitch. Oh my god, I give her so much prop. Like sometimes it's like, you know what? I'm surprised that I wouldn't be able to stay sober. I just wouldn't if I were Shannon. You know what I mean? And they weren't, but they are. Obviously, it's a really bad situation. I don't know why Bravo. I don't blame Bravo. I really don't, because again, there's multiple franchises with multiple cast members that get sober, stay sober on Bravo. But I worry about Kim. I worry about Shannon, because at our age, it's self-medication, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I still feel like sometimes I'm like, I smoke pot constantly. You see me. Like this is my self-medication. That's their self-medication. You know what I mean? I'm not driving. I don't drive. And then I'm not going to say I never did, but like, I'm lucky to be alive, and I don't want to be like in their situation. It's just a fucked up, like with Tina, that freaks me out. Because
Really? Yeah, it does. I mean, to get all the way to
listen,
so
yeah.
old. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's such a scary thing. It's
You
so scary.
rebuild your life. You completely rebuild your life, and you're taking your thing is keeping her sober from the drugs that were killing her, right? Because like, oh, you're on the box and you're not sober. On your mindset and you're not sober. You're sober of the drugs that were killing you. Your life is not, it's not negatively affecting your life, except, unfortunately, you do not out really, really, it's bad. And unless sometimes the drug it's keeping you from getting sick, but you're going to take Xanax on top of it if you're not. I don't know, but again, people fall asleep in their food, in my life, in my real life.
I saw reality connoisseurs comment. I was over at her house yesterday. We were over at her house, and she took us all around her house. It was so cute, and her mom was making they were having their Christmas yesterday, so happy Merry Christmas. But for that comment you did 11:53, it says, if you're on a reality show and you don't want to discuss the things that happen in your life, get off the show. Now, all I can say to that statement is that precedents have already been set. If they're in an active court case, then they just say they can't discuss it, just like Trashley would say, oh, when her baby hands the husband was actively grabbing asses of producers, it went to court, and what did Trashley say? I can't discuss it, it's in court. And everybody let that ride. But now in 2025, we get all the way here, and it's like, oh, get off the show. No. The precedent has been set specifically around court cases, that in reality shows, if there's an active court case, you don't have to discuss it, nor do you have to leave the show. There's a lot more stuff we can discuss with Karen. She had a whole Love Lagoon. She's talking to David. She's talking, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that Karen is doing that have nothing to do with this, and we don't even need it for information.
Yeah.
So I'm not understanding why everybody's so pressed with Karen.
Because they're bitches and they're twats, because they literally, because again, this is a show now. Like, we have these now, I know we have these showrunners that are egging these bitches on. Their in the very beginning, they should just look at each other and be like, let's all get together. And during the season, I'll fuck you over, you fuck me over, I'm going to fuck you over, you fuck me over. Because that's their storylines. I don't know why they feel like now this is the problem. They fuck each other over for storylines. And we should be over that. Like, the older franchises, these women have to fuck each other over now by this time. That's what they have to do, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and
that's the new formula. The new formula, the old formula was fabulosity, luxuriousness, some family interaction, a lunch, a dinner, philanthropy, dressing up. And now it's, who can I tear down? Whose marriage can I attack? Who can I lie on behalf of? And it's just so weird that the format has changed.
It's because they have nothing better. Like, by this time, they've been so toxic. They've been on the show with each other for so long that they're not friends anymore, because they've been forced to fuck each other over. They don't want to hang out. They force them to go on vacations and do things together, so Bravo can have the producers give them some stupid game to play. So they fight, they drink, they fight, they get their content. We're producers, they get to go home. So, but at this point, they should just put them on an Ultimate Girls Trip. Now, I'm not going to say this seasons are now finally I feel like we've revamped our shows with a little tweaking. We need a little tweaking, But I don't want to get to the point where again they have to fuck each other over for content or for fucking storylines. When we had Monica has a whole life to fucking we can dig into. What's going on with Karen? Why the fuck are we? Let's find out. Not her DWI, but what's going on with you? What's up? What's up with
Yeah,
David?
like what's up with her and Ray?
Kids,
Like,
what are what everybody's
yeah.
kids were doing? Like, why can't we dig into everybody else's life singly? Because again, they all got trashy, like they all got messy lives. We're the ones that keep them motherfucking relevant during off season. So we don't really want to see you fucking each other. It's just I'm sick of it. And I don't want the new women aren't like that on Potomac, thank God. The old, you know, they're not like finally they're like I feel like they're fresh. I know I'm just happy about it, but I feel like Jacqueline and Mia gotta fucking straighten it up. I don't know if they can clean up their trashy
Yeah,
no,
they need to go be on Jocelyn's cabaret.
Yeah.
They need to be on Jocelyn's cabaret. That's their speed. They want to rub titties. They want to take showers and have threesomes and always talk about muff burgers. Go be on Jocelyn's cabaret, please. Take it off of Potomac. But you know, I get to reality. I know that Karen keeps saying it's in court, but the ladies keep bringing it up. When Trashley said it's in court, I don't remember them bringing it up all season. I remember maybe like 1 or 2 episodes of it being brought up, but now this is like almost every episode they brought up Karen's drinking or something about the citations or something about every single episode, even though she started in the first one. I can't talk about it. It's an active case. So why are we keep hearing about all the people bringing it up now? I'm like, let it go already.
Yeah, and I do, like I said that too. Like I don't with Teresa before. I honestly I'm all about not fucking. If you're still in court, you can't fucking talk about it. You're not admits to guilt. They can go back on the show. I don't care if people say, oh, they'll just say it's reality TV. No, they can use stuff on the show against you.
To incriminate you. Yep.
I'm not fuck you. I'm not going to incriminate myself with you. You're not my friend. Like, you got other shit to talk about. Why don't you talk about the other bad shit I do? Like, talk about how I'm a fucking.
That's how Teresa Giudice even got caught up in the first place, was because they used her buying all that cash on furniture as part of the freaking case buildup from the show.
Well, Teresa also, she knows that, like, Teresa, you're not Monica Chacon. Your name is Teresa Giudice. You don't sign Monica Chacon. You are Teresa Giudice. When you sign people with your name, you don't write Monica Chacon. And then you fucking defrauded on the mortgage. You put they put the partner's name and wife. Teresa signs the wife's name. They get caught. The partner says, can just satisfy the mortgage that you just took out in my name. Okay, and I won't report you. Well, they don't fucking satisfy the mortgage. Okay, it goes into the default. That's how they got caught. Like, they commit mortgage fraud and then they didn't fucking do what they're so, like, she's a fucking shit talker. Nobody turned her in. And you know what? I'll never stop talking about that because she's such a fucking, like, she brings up everybody else's life. And, you know, I just, that's the one that I don't like. You know, Teresa is the one who's constantly bringing up everybody else's bullshit when she just got out of fucking prison. Erica, I waved with the white flag. Erica, I don't feel like I don't single anybody out. I went after Erica. I know you're not saying me. I went after Erica. I got videos of going after Erica after fucking Jen Shaw because I can't stand bitches that say they're not guilty when they are. And I lost my mind, but I waved the white flag with it. I'm worried about Karen. I'm worried about because I struggle with my sobriety. I'm in my 40s now, and I still smoke pot. I take Suboxone. It bothers me. You know, like there's a lot of shit that, like, I'm off the drugs that were killing me for 12 years. On December 21st, it was 12 years. But it's like,
happy anniversary.
It's weird. I never really think about it, but I've been thinking about it a lot this year. No, I love it, Larja. I've been thinking about it a lot this year because a lot of the stuff that's going on with our shows, like, I don't want to see them struggling with sobriety. I'm looking at Jen Aiden. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck are you doing? You were wasted.
That was wasted for 8 o'clock in the morning in an airport. Talk about a day drinker.
Think about it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you, that's not like you. And then Erica, I know the fucking Teresa was there. I heard her say Melania. I'm pretty sure she said Melania something. And I'm like, I don't know any Melanias, but I was so, like, focused on the fact that she was.
Don't leave, lady. Look, we're all here to just share our POVs. We love each other. Some people just see things differently.
No,
not like none of it is personal. We love your energy up over here. I get you. You know me and you
Yeah.
are thinking the
You guys are
same
good.
thing. So yeah. And you know what? Other people, I was talking about this in my channel the other day. Did you
Yeah.
know our points of views are based off of our perceptions, which are
Yeah.
based off of our
Around.
lived experiences, our
Yeah.
lived experiences. So I grew up in Oakland, California during a certain time and age, and that extremely had an impact on my perception of reality, right? And then I developed a point of view based off of that perception of reality, based off of my lived experience. Whereas Krista, she's a Jersey girl. And
Yeah.
so she has a whole other lived experience that fosters her point of view. Now,
Yeah.
we don't have to agree on our point of view, but I love Krista. I
Yeah.
love Krista's soul. I love her
Yeah.
energy that she provides to this realm, even if we don't agree, because our points of views are not based on the same reality. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that you should go anywhere, Lady Virgo. And I know that you shouldn't go anywhere, reality connoisseur. And I feel like we need to definitely learn to exist with our differences intact, because can you imagine one big old human walking around with one same thought? That would be so stupid. It'd be so
No.
boring on this
I was
earth. We
learning, like,
need all these differences in order for us to see ourselves too. So please don't go nowhere. I see
like
what you're talking about, you know?
I know, and I'm like
And
I'm
and reality's point is I don't wake up on daily and try to find race issues and everything, so I don't see. Okay, well, hey, look, before I met my husband, I was all, oh my God, everything's fine, nothing to see here. And then my husband started pointing out a couple of things, and I was like, oh, that is that, and now I do it on my own, Lady Virgo, where I can make it all about race. I can make every infraction against a Black person about race. And I don't have to look for it, but I know it exists. So I appreciate both of you guys, and I love both of you guys. I love everybody. There's enough room on right for us all. And you don't have to look for things that are obvious.
I'm glad you said. I didn't know what to say. I'm glad you said all that because I didn't know how to. Because I love everybody. I don't want to I don't want anybody to go anywhere. Like I don't, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I get it. I didn't listen. I don't. I didn't even think. I'm not saying anybody's fair or unfair. I don't think. I think Bravo is completely unfair, and I don't. I think all of them has been called. They've all been called out just as much as the other. I really do. Maybe not content creators, but I call the only reason I'm talking about Karen is because I'm worried, honestly, and I feel like I said these bitches need to shut the fuck up until she's in court.
You know
And
what I'm worried about is that Karen had the same wig on in the body cam footage as she did at that tasting the other day. Did you notice that was the same wig, y'all?
no, but I like I like her. That's my favorite hair on her, the blondish, the blonde like curlyish, right? I think it was curly
Yeah.
hair. I like that. I like her blonde hair. I don't like Mia's blonde hair. They're talking about what color their hair was. They had that whole thing about Mia's blonde hair in this episode, and how they all had blonde wigs, and how they all think that it looks cute. Except Karen's the only one that looks hot with blonde hair. Like Mia, they were all like, no, and
No,
like
Mia's shade of blonde
it's not.
washed her out so bad. It made her, it was
Yeah,
like her hair and her forehead were the same color. It was weird. It
yeah.
was weird. She
So
does
good.
not wear it as well as Karen rocks that blonde.
Yeah, Karen looks. Yeah, Karen look. I need her to gain a little bit. I know she was looking really amazing. I'm really worried about her health. I hope that this is stressful. I can't. I could now. I know why. Now, and see, I didn't know this until recently. What she was looking at. Knowing now this with the
That is
situation.
2 years. No wonder she lost all that weight with that.
Yeah, exactly. No wonder she's fucking stressed. I would be
Mhm.
like, holy, it's
2
horrible.
fucking years. How do you get to 60? So she's the triple 20 plus 2 now, and
Yeah.
now you're facing 2 years in prison? I would be thin as a rail.
Fuck. I know. I spent. Oh man. Not I was also had a suspended sentence, so like if I was on probation with a suspended sentence, and I would if I fucked up, like was looking at 5 years, like did finish 5 years, and it's still I had to worry. I know like I'm not because I was not a good I'm not a bad person, but I was an addict, and I was not legally making money, and then you have to like try to be on probation and do things the right way. I wasn't even in trouble for a fucking drug charge, but drugs are what was going to keep me fucking from the time I was 17 until I was 37. I was on probation or parole or looking at charges, and I don't know how I did it because I was fucking always stressed the fuck out. I didn't have peace of mind until I met my husband and got my shit taken care of. I just was. I never thought that it would go on for as long as it did. I never thought I got in so much trouble. Never thought I'd have a husband. Never thought I. That's what I'm saying. Like I look at like with Tita Talks. I am like she rebuilt her life. It's the same thing with me. Like I understand like what the fuck. Oh my god. I feel so bad for them because I can't. I took me till I was 37 not to worry about not going to fucking prison. It was fucking nuts. You're like, what the fuck are we still doing? Like, why am I, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I didn't do probation right. I didn't do anything right. I was an addict, but I was self-medicating and nobody understood that I was going to kill myself. You know what I mean? Like, I would have died if I couldn't self-medicate because I was in my mental illness was it was really bad. It's like debilitating. It was debilitating. And all I could do was like do drugs to feel normal. My whole life, I said to my mom, something's not right. Like, I just didn't feel right. And
and now that we understand about the Galactic Federation and all of that stuff, I mean, that's part of why we didn't feel right. Part of why we didn't even ever feel right was because our frequency wasn't matched to the frequency of normal. And
I'm not good at being a human. My human, like I seriously, like I'm the first. Like Dave, this is my first incarnation. It's so strange. Like I didn't know this until recently, but I had a feeling this is my first incarnation here. I've only been.
So you're like a little baby. You're like a little baby in the wilderness.
I'm tired. I said to you, I'm trapped inside of an adult's body. I am a child because I don't know how to do things. Like I know how to pay bills and all, but not with my own money. Like George right now, he's so mad at me right now. So mad.
Mia's whole identity is wrapped up in her twat. Like that's for one, that's the lowest place you can dwell. And for two, like that's why she's so overly sexual. She wears all those tiny clothes, even making cookies with her kids. And it's just like it's so empty. It's so empty.
I am proud of myself, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like just another fucking junkie that got their shit together. Is get how hard it is unless you're in it. And I got to the point where I was forgetting to pay attention to my sobriety. Where like the last couple of years, I was just moving and grooving. You know, like after 10 years, you're like, and then things happen, and you're like, oh fuck. And I didn't have any like Betty to really go like none like you guys like did you guys like I go to Erin and say I want to use. She doesn't understand Krista, that part of Krista. So like I don't. And I have those people in my life, and I was like, oh my god, I need a community. And I found the lifeboat people. Like I happen to find them, and I'm like, and just. Sometimes I don't go to meetings anymore. My dad still does. Like we still have the same. My dad's variety day. Like he goes to the character and all. But like it's just it is. It's kind of weird. I never thought my dad or my uncles would ever be sober or me. Like honestly, my uncle was in prison. My dad's were all like not good outlaws. But like if some reason all like my uncle he got out of prison. He got back with his wife after they've been together since they were in high school. They're back together and they're in their 60s. Like my parents just got a divorce. But my other uncle he quit drinking. My dad quit drinking. So all him and his brothers quit drinking. I quit myself. Like we were the Mitchums were not. It didn't look good for us. And I go, wow, look at us now. Like I feel like, oh shit, that's why my grandparents aren't here. Because when they lost their parents very young, and that kind of killed it destroyed our whole family. And I feel like they had to be up there to make sure we all stayed sober and got rid of the generational, whatever I came down here to help them fix. Because apparently,
the generational curse breaker. The generational curse breaker. I get it. Me too.
My nieces and nephews, and like they're in their 30s and they're not addicts or anything. So thankfully, like my dad's sober. He had one DWI at 55, got sober. My uncle, was from prison. Like it just ended up happening out this way. And we have second chance at life as older. But that's another thing. Like I could easily lose it all. Just like, Karen could easily lose everything right now. Danny could easily have lost everything. Tita Talks. She basically kind of, she's going to have to go.
She lost everything for 18 months. She finally had her son back and lost everything for 18 months.
It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, and it just sucks because there's nothing you can do. She probably just pleaded guilty, took the 18 months. Thank God, it could have been so much worse. Like, there's a girl that lives around home. Same thing. She's away for life though. Like, it was a 5-year-old. She was babysitting. Fell asleep. The baby fell down the steps and died. She was on drugs. and she got life. So it's like crazy.
Wow. So she's lucky that she only got 18 months.
Yes. Oh my God. And
Wow.
especially maybe if she was legally on it, this is the methadone. If I'm not saying I don't know what happened, but it sounds like that's probably what happened. And it was legal, so they can't charge her. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She wasn't on drugs illegally. So it's not like she it would have been so much worse if it was. You know what I mean? Like it just happened because that I don't really want. I just think that methadone, and they give you a lot of it, and I don't really agree with how much they give people. Sometimes they up it, up it, up it, and
wow.
yeah, it's not. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna. It works for people, right? But it gets you high, which is okay, fine. But it does. They need to do something so you don't fall asleep. Because I know people that have died. Obviously, a lot of people that have died because of
Wow,
driving.
I didn't know that was I did not know
Oh my
that
God! Yeah.
not being able to keep your eyes open
Oh.
was a side effect of methadone.
You're basically narcoleptic, basically. Yes.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's heavy because
Yeah.
a lot of the time also when you're like so high, like sometimes the high is that you're up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Some
to
people.
go from that to being sleep doesn't really feel like a great payoff. Like
What's
it doesn't.
with methadone, and same thing with Xanax. Like you can get up from it if you start moving around, you will. But then as soon
Oh,
as you sit down, it literally.
oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow.
I know. I remember them.
Well, I guess that's kind of like if you don't get up and use your 420, you
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
stuck and be like,
yeah,
he he
yeah.
said butt and turn into Beavis and Butthead if you don't get up and like do your gardening or go
Yeah.
clean up or
I
I
get
go live or whatever. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
it's really like I used to not be able to function during the day. I used to not smoke all day. I just started that a couple of years ago, but I wouldn't be able to go
Yeah.
to work high. I never went to work high ever.
Yeah.
My regular jobs, like because I worked for high school. I worked at a high school, so it was like
Mhm.
that sucked too. I was at it was the year COVID started, and I watched these kids from the time they were freshmen. I was there every year of them, every year of year. It was like a hall aide, and then COVID happened. I didn't get to see them graduate. That sucked so bad. That's the last time I worked.
Mhm.
But and then I got
Oh,
shortly after that. Like it was crazy. I was on literally still on like worried about going to prison. Still married to my like after I married George, he pays off all my
yeah.
shit, and they were still
Yeah.
fucking. Like, they're like, oh, if you paid
You
off
got a
early,
good man, girl. They
he
got what you air paid off your shit.
Georgia. I was like, this man. I didn't think he loved me. I'm like, I don't think he loves me. Is we were only
We need to
together.
have we need to make a praise George day
We
because
weren't
that is
even
a good
engaged.
man.
We weren't even
That
engaged
is
yet.
a good man. I love it.
I know he's such a. I have a lot of money, and like, but still, I still owe them 80 grand. Like, this is the thing. Like, I had to pay I had to pay like 12,000 to get off of that, and then
Yeah.
still owe them 80 grand. But every year that we file taxes, they get a little bit of money from us, and he just
Yeah.
fucking like such. It just goes. I
That
just.
is so beautiful. Thank you, George.
I know we love you,
It's so
babe.
beautiful.
Babe, love you.
Oh, oh, this is so awesome.
If I
See,
ever
you
tell you,
guys,
love
somebody
you.
for everybody.
And
There's
I'm
somebody
bipolar.
for everybody.
Yes, I'm
And
bipolar.
everybody deserves somebody too, because regardless of where you came from or your situation, you still deserve love. You still deserve to have somebody come and pay off all your shit. You still deserve to have somebody look at you like a human. You still deserve to have somebody talk to you like you have sense. You still deserve all of that. So just know that you deserve it and then be open to it and go get some.
Girl.
DT, you came over. Hi, Happy New Year.
Hello. How are you?
Love DT. Happy New Year.
We're on the most benevolent timeline possible. And listen, we
Yeah.
all have different, like you said, we have our perceptions based off our reality. So, like, our reality is our like, all of our perceptions are different. Like you said, we've had different everything, and our perceptions, and we thank God we're not all the same because we would never learn anything. I
And
love.
it'd be so boring.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh, it would be so boring
I
if
mean,
we don't have the same storyline, it would be bad.
I mean, I do like to sit and have a shit talk about like. I mean, I'll shit talk Teresa for hours. That's okay, but just Teresa because she does it to everybody else. But I'm just like I got to the point where all these bitches around here. I can't even like but just now just this weekend started talking to somebody again, one of my friends again, because she's got her life looks really good right now. She's got a like really nice guy. She looks
Yeah.
not drinking anymore. Like I'm
It's
happy.
important. That's
Yes.
important. I'm glad that you're discerning who to be around because your associations matter, people. Your
No,
associations definitely matter. Birds of a feather flock together.
No, and
If you hang out with 4 broke people, you'll be the 5th. If you hang out with 4 rich people, you'll be the 5th. So associations matter. So I'm glad that you're finding like minds and like energies to uplift you on your spiral journey.
But just like be proud of me because I don't ever I usually never go but I usually once you're done to me, you're dead to me, and I don't for some reason I could never undo that. But I this is the second time that I went back and said, okay, I'll forget. Like I'm actually learning how to forgive. Like forgive, and like just kind of not let the things that used to I don't know.
Yeah.
Like my sister
Well,
says
one thing about forgiveness is it literally, like, I feel like, yeah, it's for them, but it's for you. And it's for you to not pop out a cancerous, angry tumor later. It's for you to not get angry frown lines and look dehydrated. I feel like forgiving people are more happy, and the happy you are, the longer you might live because laughter is the best medicine. Ta-da!
And that's like listen that it does it does because after my wedding my husband didn't deserve for the people like the person I was really rock bottom when he met me. I was kind of just like getting I was just 6 months clean. I still lived at home. I was still he literally his love. I was like it helped me, his unconditional love. But I really looked at his life and like a lot of bad things happened because of me to him. Like we got a lot of stuff stolen from us. And I kept associating with these fucked up people. And it's like, but you know, how do you fucking get rid of your people that's been in your life, your girls, your whole life? My sister basically, I haven't talked to her since the day she took my husband's wallet. It was since 2017, walked out of this house with his brother. A whole fucked up story, took my husband's wallet with money in it. And that was, she had a key to my house, my best friend. Like it was crazy. And it's like, it's fucked up. Like I don't care the things I would say. Like I don't give a fuck if you did drugs or drinking. It's your fucking actions on it. Like I have an issue with alcohol or with drugs and shit, but I'm not out like lying and stealing and fucking your life up. When you got we got to shit together. You're not gonna if you can't fucking be responsible. Don't fucking come here. Don't have Wendy's crack that in my fucking house. At 30 years old, I shouldn't have to walk in and see. You know, I don't. You know, fuck that. I have cats. I have like kids that come here. My house. You don't fucking bring drugs here. Even when I was a drug dealer, did drugs. The drugs were not here. Like get the fuck out of here with shit. I can fuck up by myself. And like these bitches, and I had to cut them out because how am I supposed to be friends with you when you can't?
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to create healthy boundaries where you do not allow toxic people into your sphere because it's detrimental to your spirit. You did the right thing. And I like what DT says, that he says it's also for you to not get wound up over people who really don't care about you. That's the other part too. That's so true.
That's so true. And I let that happen when you guys first met me, man. There's times where I would fucking have to get off this live because I would lose my mind over somebody that had to do with Jersey. And like Erin would have to hear me cry for hours because I couldn't understand why this bitch did this to me. I don't love it. I hated her. I loved her. I was hurt. You know what I mean? And I'm over that. But this right here, oh my God. So growing up, my dad was an alcoholic and I looked at them. I knew everything. I knew everything. And I was so mad at my dad my whole life, like my younger self. And then when I became the addict and we were using together, I felt really fucking guilty for being mad at him because I kept saying, you pick alcohol over us. Like we've lost everything because of alcohol. My stepmom wasn't, you know what I mean? Like my mom left him when we were really younger. Like he just, they were bad. My dad was bad. And it was like, I was so mad at him. I gave him so much shit. And I still to this day, even though like he forgives me and I'm, I became the addict. So I started to understand he wasn't choosing drugs over us. He just couldn't help it. It's a disease,
addiction means there's no choice.
Yeah, I literally my whole life, like growing up, I was so mean to him until I became the addict. Like in my teens, I didn't understand, and I didn't go to Al-Anon, but like thank God we got sober together, and he's sober now, and it's like my heart hurts right now thinking about the things I used to say to him, like
I bet I love your story. I love your dad. You have
I have
excellent people in your life.
I actually have
excellent people. Yeah,
two dads.
So beautiful.
And it's crazy. It's crazy how things happen. The things that just happen. Like my dad, you see in here. That's one of my mom just after 48. Yeah. That's crazy. It's not. And like that's the thing. Like I don't know. I was like, okay, my life's okay. I had to eliminate the things that no longer serve me out of my life. So basically, it was like a lot. But then I made this house where I didn't have to go anywhere. My tan bed's here. My pot's here. podcast is here. My pool's here. My 7 cats are here. My husband's here. My food's here. But you know what I mean? I have a gate.
Yeah.
It's gated in. But then it's like I'm lonely, and I'm like, well, fuck. Now I don't got anything in my life. I'm
Right.
like,
So then now we have a cyber family. So you
yeah,
don't have to be lonely.
I
Right?
know. It's true. It is so true. I say like we're like Sports Center. And, you know, even when I'm lonely and I can always find somebody talking shit on another. I don't even want to talk about that situation over there, but like,
I'm so glad you didn't.
It's my entertainment all weekend. Watching from the bushes. I was like, oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, I'm so glad you didn't. I'm so glad.
oh,
I'm very
fucking
proud of you.
Mims. Oh my God, I called Mims. I'm like, Mims, you have one chance to say I told you so, and then that's it. I am so bad. I fucking, you don't even know, Larja. Oh, me and Mimir, poor Mimir. I'm like, fucking yeah. Like, you gotta take this right now for me. Got this right fucking now. I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch. You gotta fucking do it right now. And I'm like, listen to me. No, Krista, who fucking cares? I need to go back to my Bravo life, please. I'm so happy right now. Please put me back in my Bravo life, Spearville, Bravo land, Bravoville, wherever the fuck we're at. I am fucking safe over here. Let me stay over here where nobody.
Yeah, let's stay in this non-reality reality TV
Jesus Christ.
because the other part of the site of the YouTube streets is
What the
scary,
fuck?
y'all.
No.
There's so many dark alleys where you'll get
What's
jacked.
happening?
Yeah.
You don't even know it's coming. You're like, oh, what? What? Oh, fuck. Okay. What do I do? Fuck you then. Fuck you then. Like, that's what you
But you
get.
know what? I don't know if we completed. Hey, Corey. I don't know if we completed the RHOP because
Did I
I
not?
didn't watch.
Let me see. Hold
Did
on.
you finish your recap?
I think I did. Let me see if there's more. Mimir, did you send me 2 of them? She's my assistant. She sends me the.
I love Namir. She's excellente.
No, I can't wait to start paying her. You start paying
Right.
her. No.
Yeah, I can't wait till I can pay my mods too.
Right?
Because there's enough to go around, y'all. I just have to get. I just have to get some, and then we could get some. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Tony B's in the house.
Tony B are here. Where's Tony B? Let me see. Tony B. Listen, yeah. I'm so grateful for even the new people, like you guys coming in, Tony B, even the guys over at like the lifeboat. Like I'm telling you, like we find each other. Everybody's finding each other. Mm-hmm. Tony B, you should have seen it. We just talked about Potomac. We had a whole discussion on, you know, everything and content. I like everybody else's perspectives too, because I don't, you know, I always thought logic was the same. I did when I first started this, and I was like, oh fuck. Oh shit. No, and Jersey people are hard to get. Like I feel like it's hard for people to understand us a lot. It's really hard. Like I mean,
I feel like most of the things, I feel like almost everything is relative. Like it's because it's all based off of something personal. You know what I mean?
The shit that Jen Eden does. That fucking makes us look horrible. Like how that's what people think Jersey is. The way that Jen Eden acted, that is not us. That's a bad representation of Jersey people. We might be allowed to, but that right there is the bullshit. Like I don't know what water she drinks. I've been saying this for a long time. Her and Jackie, I don't know where the fuck they came from because they're not Jersey people. Like they're not you know, Teresa something broke inside of her a long time ago. She used to be Jersey a long time ago.
It was when she had to go in. I think Teresa broke the season where Joe Giudice was calling her a cunt in the bushes, and she still went and gave it to him doggy style before she came back to the table and sat down. That was when she broke.
How dare you fucking put it? She is fucking literally making Joe sound Judas like, oh, because he went to prison and he's deported, he doesn't help her with the kids. Just because he's in a different country doesn't mean he'll fucking help you. She's telling people on these fucking podcasts that Joe's away and how he left me with the girls to raise by myself. Yeah, you went to prison too. You left him. But he's paying you from fucking the Bahamas. Like, what are you talking about? Louis not paying for shit. Louis not paying for college. Joe and you, like, she's making Judice. I don't know why she's doing it, making him sound like just because he lives in a different country and got deported, he can't help her pay for anything. He fucking helps her. They're in business together. You know, he doesn't know it, but he's washing their money allegedly, legally. Like she's a fucking something's. She's Jersey, but something's not right with her, and I don't know why people don't fucking get this. And Jen's drunk. It's 8:00 in the morning. I want to know Teresa's opinion. What do you think about what your friend did? And you fucking stick up for her and see what happens, right?
She's gonna stick up for that you thought you heard Melania's name in the tape, so they could have been together. But did you see? I just sent you the tape in your DM. Adam reported that Andy had a word about this.
Oh, let's see. I got it.
Yes,
I want to know what everybody else thinks. And where is she at? Why is she hiding all of a sudden, you fucking bitch? I should go to her house and tell her to get the fuck out and face your people. Face the shit you just did, bitch. Because everybody's pissed at you, man. I'm pissed at her. Listen to me. I gotta stop. I'm getting too activated. Listen, I'm Jersey. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. Oh, wait. What happened? Why does this always happen? Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It opened up in Facebook. Is it supposed to be Facebook? Let me see. Oh, here it is.
Hey everyone, welcome back and happy
Monday.
All right, guys, welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2. As you can see, I've been saying this all day because people are going to ask me, which I totally understand.
Why?
I have moved again.
Oh, okay.
I moved back to Hilton Head from Charleston, so my studio is going to look different. No, this is not a green screen. You'll probably see Pippa. Oh, right here.
No,
right
no.
there in the background sleeping. And
where's my cat?
yeah, this is my new studio.
I did.
Jason says since we moved 6 times in 4 years that we're gonna.
How is it when you have 2 cats? Wait, I had 0. I have no cats, right? I'm your friend. I have 0. I have 0 hair. I had 0 hairless cats. They have 2 hairless cats. And if you're my friend, wouldn't you give me one? If you have 2 of something and I have none of something, you give me 1, right? Is that how life works? Whatever, man. Have your cat and just, just take care of my cat. I just have
to stay here for 2 or 3 years.
Whatever. Let's get to the point. I love you, but get to the point.
Guys, we don't have it in us. We can't stay still. It's literally like after 6, 7 months.
Why? I want to know why though. Why are they moving so much? But whatever.
Months we're like, so what do you want to do? He's like, well, should we move? Should we not? I'm like, what's another adventure? And then we find ourselves going down the rabbit hole of going on another adventure. But with that, we're back to talk about the fact that Andy Cohen addressed the Paige and Craig split on his Radio Andy show. And there's some more. So before we jump in, if you guys have not, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, definitely go ahead and get subscribed. And
let's jump in.
I say let's start here.
Let's jump right in.
We were very sad to get the news about Paige and Craig.
Me too.
I have to say.
He's wasted.
Were you surprised, Jordan?
I'm so
No. No, I love them together, but I do feel like the situation did have an expiration date.
Right.
But I was still sad to hear.
Me too.
Because I love them together.
I mean, the other thing is they are both in the middle of an incredible amount of success.
Yeah, right.
And both of them, he's just opened a restaurant in Charleston. He's got this business. He's got a store in Nashville. He's got a place in Charleston. And then she is absolutely like murdering it, killing it.
Yep.
Live tour, but I was at the Southern Charm premiere party.
Hi, Adam.
She wasn't there at his place in New York. There have been
I'm gonna get in trouble for Bravo, right? By not stopping it. Oh, wow.
a few events that she hasn't, she's just so busy. And I just think the more and more that stuff starts to happen, you worry that it causes a strain or whatever. I mean, listen, we still don't talk.
I do want to stop real quick and say, from what he's saying, as somebody who's been in a relationship for over 10 years, it's not a lie. Like, when you have people who are so busy and the dynamics are shifting, when I met Jason, and this is not even comparable, but when I met Jason, he just retired from Cirque du Soleil. He was the number.
You were 20, he was 30. Imagine that. Being with somebody all through his 20s.
1 Cirque du Soleil star.
You're 30 and you're
ever. You go to Vegas, you see his face all over like the slot machine. Just ever. Performed for the Queen. Just wild. The guy had, his career is like one for the books. It's insane. Okay. And then, after that, it's like a pro athlete. You kind of figure out how do you go back into the world, because his body, his Achilles ripped like 3-4 times, his shoulders, and your body.
Jason's really good. I don't know if you guys ever watched it. He's really good at Cirque du Soleil.
Starts to adjust, and you're like, what do I do next? And then when I started doing YouTube, it was
from your kitchen. I remember I was there.
It's kind of my thing. And then I said to Jason, I was like, why don't we do this together? And then Jason just turned.
I know. I'm sorry. You know the story. He's like, we're going to be the best YouTube channel again. I remember this whole thing.
My YouTube channel and made it even better and fixed things and did things. And, you know, but there are always dynamic shifts. It doesn't even matter if one person is doing more or one person's not. It's just in life, like in your household, in your businesses. And these are always things in a relationship that you have to figure out how to navigate, how you're going to accomplish this and still stay together. That's a very real matter. These things matter.
Yeah.
And they will make or break you. They always say it's money, business, religion, cheating. Those things are the things.
Do we think something's up with these two? I haven't seen anything about this. Adam seems like he's
things that will make or break your
very mature right now.
Relationship. And I agree. But hold on. We're not done.
Totally know. Have a reason.
She broke up with him, right? Is that what happened?
So more to come on that. But I was very sad about that. Everybody loved them. Who's the first couple of Bravo now? I mean, they were really the first couple of Bravo. Everyone was rooting for them. I don't know.
I think it's an open position.
It's an open position. Open position.
Okay,
it's up for the
Jen Aiden and Jersey Mike.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Yes.
A match made in heaven. Match made in hell. Damn.
That is what you will call. Is the expression an unenforced foul or something where you cause harm to yourself?
Right.
Is that what that's called?
Self-inflicted.
Like an unforced error.
Unforced error. Thank you. A self-inflicted wound. Like.
I gotta give it up to Kiki Monique, Radio Andy's on Kiki Monique
What'd she
for
do?
extensive coverage on her socials. That's how I first learned about it. I get all my news from Kiki Monique.
You know what?
No.
She was at Jersey Mike's, and I mean, she really melted down.
She melted down. And you know what? You just, before you hit send on the post.
Bitch, you don't fucking do it at all. You don't fucking do it at all, bitch. The fuck you say? And I'm sorry. I would get in Jersey where I'm interrupting people. I'm not letting him finish. He didn't even finish what he was saying. But if he's going where I think he's going, she shouldn't fucking do it at all.
Take a beat and say, how is this?
It never looks good.
I was just like, how are you going to cause so much trouble?
No, she treated somebody like
Yeah.
Why?
At Jersey, by the way,
at Jersey
I love at
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Can we talk about the lady? Let's fuck Jen Aiden, what she did to herself. How about what she did to that poor woman? And what she, oh my God, you motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I don't agree.
Love a yeasty bun.
You better fucking say she's fucking should have did it to begin with.
But I don't want people to know that I eat there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you're at the airport. You know, you're
I don't
getting
know.
a sandwich.
Who the fuck is this
It's
guy?
just, how is this going to land?
It's so trashy.
How do you
Trashy.
how do you feel like this is going to fly?
Is he calling Jersey Mike's trashy? Can somebody help me with this? I'm not. Wow. Who's this motherfucker? Who is this guy?
Can you rewind it a little?
Like,
Was he calling
no,
it trashy?
never, even if you're pissed.
Yes. Yes. I don't want people to know I ate there. Fucking what?
For yourself.
Yeah.
Why?
At Jersey, by the way,
At Jersey
I love at
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. I love a yeasty bun. But I don't want people to know that I eat there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you're at the airport. You know,
I
you're
don't
getting
know.
a sandwich.
This is why me and Jax Taylor hate each other, because he said this to me in Vegas about fucking being embarrassed about being Jersey people.
It's just, how is this going to land?
It's so trashy.
How do you
Trashy.
how do you feel like this is going to fly with the universe?
Is this John Hill? This better not be fucking John Hill.
And like,
Hey, Ocean Dreamy.
never, even if you're pissed.
This
I
is
saw Ocean just got here.
Oh,
Even if you're right and the person is wrong and it's a customer service nightmare,
No, no,
just
no.
like never
No,
be
no, no.
mean to a
No, no,
wait staff person, a waiter, a waitress, whatever.
you
Don't be mean to
fucking
them.
treat
It will get you nowhere.
Right.
Make
No,
you show your
But that's not.
We were very sad.
Okay,
Honey
so
thinks-
I want to chime in on this.
Honey-
I have heard
Honey
about
wants us to
Craig a
calm
little
down
bit, and it
because
seems
Honey
like
thinks-
he's been spending his time around
Okay, shut this off.
positive people.
Okay, what happened, blah, blah?
Oh, I was just saying, Honey thinks that he was saying Jen was
Nah.
being trashy.
No, he said, well, he probably did. But he
Rewind
also-
it one more time. Let's see
They
what he
didn't like
said
people
because I'm gonna.
blaming the place. They're not saying one thing about this poor one. Listen.
Well, I mean, you're at the airport. You know,
He come back with-
and
Yes.
say,
On her socials. That's how
Oh,
I first
really?
learned about it. I get all my news from Kiki Monique.
you know what?
what's
It's-
her-
She was at Jersey Mike's, and I mean, she really melted down.
She melted down. And you know what? You just, before you hit send on the post, take a beat and say, how is this?
It never looks
land?
good.
I was just like, how are you going to cause so much trouble for yourself?
Yeah.
Why?
At Jersey, by the way,
At Jersey
I love
Mike's.
at Jersey Mike's. I love a yeasty bun. But I don't want people to know that I eat there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you're at the airport. You know,
I
you're
don't
getting a
know.
sandwich. It's just
Fuck you. You fuck. You don't
That
even know.
was an
Like Jersey
interesting
Mike's.
how is this
comment.
going to land?
Listen, it's
Yeah,
It's so
not gonna land, Andy.
trashy.
How do you
Trashy.
She's trying.
how do you feel like this is going to fly with the universe?
And like, no, like never, even if you're pissed, even if you're right and the person is wrong and it's a customer service nightmare, just like
No,
never
that's
be
not-
mean
that's not what
to a wait staff person, a waiter or waitress, whatever. Don't be mean to them. It will get you.
She was out of line. She's at a fucking line of people. She was changing her fucking order 10 times. Called the woman slow. She was wasted. This woman, the Jersey Mike said nothing wrong. Oh my God. This better not be John Hill. If this is John Hill, I'm going to lose it. He's the one who went after Kelly Dodge.
Get you nowhere.
Right.
Make you show your.
Right. We were very sad.
Okay, so I want to chime in on this. I have
Please agree with me, Adam. Please agree with me.
heard about Craig a little bit, and it seems like he's been spending his time around positive people. He's trying to keep himself busy. I believe him and Paige are still trying to remain friends. And then also I saw where Dumas said that it's absolutely false that she never had a cheating moment, which I hope that's true anyways. Even when I mentioned that there was a rumor, the podcast who came up with it, and I was like, well, I'm curious. What do you guys think? And then I caught myself in a rabbit SNL guy. I didn't want that to be true. I don't want somebody to be cheated on, but I think it was Snarkbait Podcast who came up with it. And I was like, well, I'm curious. What do you guys think? And then I caught myself in a rabbit hole. But then I'm glad that he and his co-star, who I saw his co-star at Kathy Hilton's Christmas party, but I'm happy that they were able to kind of just point out what we're all thinking and be real about it and be like, Jennifer Aiden doing what she did, it's horrendous. It's disgusting. You don't treat people like that. You don't treat wait staff like that. For me too, my mom watches this. My mom has been a career server her whole life because she had kids young. She's worked 2-3 waiting jobs. And right now she is still, she loves it. She loves the social aspect of it. And she waits tables. And that's what my mom does. And she has the best time doing it. Sometimes she doesn't love it, right? Because that's the job and not everybody's always nice. But it's how I grew up. And anybody in hospitality, I did it for 10 years, are hard ass working people.
Very hard.
Be blessed. You're blessed. You have diamonds. You have a big mansion. You have 10 bathrooms. Great. A lot of people don't.
Exactly.
Treat them with respect.
Exactly.
These people are working their asses off and you get to laugh your way to social media.
Fuck her, man. She berated that woman.
That's not okay. So I'm happy that Andy covered it. But smash the like button.
Fucking I say Andy. I don't like what he said about it. I don't agree with it.
Show some love. Welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2, and we'll see.
I want to see this part real quick. She wants to fuck.
I get it.
Hello.
Don't first of all, she should have never. That's it. That's who you are. Your soul is fucking. That's who she is. She shows you who she is all the time. Again, I don't know. If you're surprised that this bitch fucking does that. She's wasted. I'm just surprised that this motherfucker said that. I don't know who that fucking is. I hope it's John Hill, because if it is, I am going to do a story about him, because I don't like the shit he says about Kelly Dodd. And I don't know who the fuck he thinks he is, because fuck you. Jersey Mike's is fucking has 3 locations, and they've been.
I like everything about Jersey Mike except for the prices. Their sandwiches are kind of high. I'm used to I'm a Subway girl. I'm used to $5 foot long, and So, but other than that, I mean, people love sandwiches. It's like one of the mainstays of American eatery, like sandwiches. You know what I mean?
Everybody since I'm watching.
Plus, they have the new Pickle Witch at Jersey Joe's, where you don't have to have carbs. They'll put your freaking sandwich in between a big ass pickle.
Hi, Ocean Dreaming. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you're from Large or from me, or both of us, but thank you guys for being here. Yes, it's Adam, and everybody follow Adam's channel 1 or 2. I want to hear this Teresa. They do hear what this Teresa wants a presidential pardon. A pardon? Why does she want what? This bitch,
yeah, she wants a pardon since Sleepy Joe is giving out pardons. She wants a pardon, but I don't think she thinks she's going to get it from Joe. I think she wants it from Trump.
She's off fucking paper. What does she want? I'm confused. She wants her felony to go away? Go get it expunged.
Yeah, she wants it erased.
Who the fuck? Go get it expunged then. You don't need fucking bitch. Go to fucking Middlesex County, fucking Superior Court, and get your shit expunged. What the fuck is wrong with you? Exactly. It's not gonna work because you still blame God. You still blame. You're not Monica Chacon. You still blame. She doesn't take accountability for it. Let me hear what she has to say.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Hi, welcome back and happy Sunday. Welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2. This is the last time you guys are going to see me in this studio as if you're not subscribed, get
subscribed
to Reality Blurb, to notification bell, and let's start here. All right. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Teresa Giudice would love to request a pardon for her ex-husband Joe Giudice and President-elect Donald Trump, her former Celebrity Apprentice co-star.
Oh, you want him to come back?
I didn't even think about that.
Well, what?
It's kind of crazy that she was on Celebrity Apprentice and
it's over. It's over. He needs to get right. He needs to become a citizen. What the fuck?
she has that
That's all he's got to do.
sort of
I think.
access, I guess.
No.
Because even though like she obviously knows somebody who can get to the president.
No, he's not gonna listen to her. Sorry. All right. Well,
I don't think he's gonna and also if Trump came in and did do her this favor and pardon,
he's got to pardon him and his brothers first.
Joe Giudice and let him come back to America. I feel like it would be at the end of his term. Probably not one of the first things that he would do when he came into office. But then again, this is why I do not talk politics, you guys. I am not.
Yeah, let's get out of that one. I love you, Adam. Everybody follow Adam. He's the whole reason I'm here. Whole reason I'm here. Can't be mad at Adam anymore. Ocean Dreaming. Thank you guys. I listen. We all have different opinions. I think that Teresa she's a broken person. I'm telling you, I'm not saying this because I know her off of this fucking goddamn show. She's just not. What she showed us last year is just that she's as evil as I thought she was. Something broke in her. I just heard her talking about her brother somewhere and how she used to love her brother so much. It was fucking like, oh, I love my brother. We were so close. All this stuff. But then the next week she's like, you don't even know because now my parents are gone. I never told you how horrible he is, and I held it in. And it's like, what? You're fucking delusional, bitch. Like, what are you? Like, what? Who are you? Where did you like? Where is Teresa Giudice? Like, like even when she committed mortgage fraud, I wasn't even mad about it because so was I doing. I did it too. That's the reason. Like, you know what I mean? We all did it. We literally 2008 hit. And we're like, oh shit. Oh god. Okay, all of a sudden, like we're like making all this money, and then it went like from 8 loans a month to 8 loans a year, and you're like, kid, and then you're like, oh fuck, I didn't go to college, or I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, now what? So you start doing a little thing here, change some bank statements, then she signs Monica Chacon saying he got really greedy. You get greedy, you get caught. But she literally is still committing, like she's still doing it with Louis. It's fucking crazy. She didn't learn her lesson the first time. She doesn't deserve a pardon. She thinks because he's doing it, and she's not gonna get liable for what Louis does. Like, he's either washing money allegedly washing money in the Bahamas. Joe doesn't even know about it. It is so wild. She's asking for a pardon. She has no clue. She thinks that God is her reason that she went to prison. It's just, the universe is just putting it right back in front of her again because she didn't learn her lesson the first time. And now it's going to get even worse. You don't learn your lesson. If you don't really learn your lesson, the universe makes it worse for you. It comes back tenfold. And until you literally learn that life lesson, because something's up with her and her fucking universe and her soul, because unless Louis becomes this great guy, because we're on the most benevolent timeline possible, I need him out of my orbit, out of my timeline, because I don't want to be on the timeline that he's on. You know what I mean? Or her. Like, unless she fucking gets rid of him, I think the universe needs the energy can maybe get her brain to oh shit, I'm losing everything. I don't know if her brother will ever forgive her. But it's that, she ruined us. We don't really want to fuck with her because her fans are vicious. Like, nobody wants to ever be her friend. Even our friends turn on her. Like, Jersey's it's such a shame because that cruise would have been fun. But I don't know why they would pick Teresa. I don't know who would go on that trip. I don't know who would go on the boat with Teresa and Jen. I really did. Dolores, yeah, I want to go because Dolores is going. I would go on a cruise with Dolores there. And I would have to have Robin Murray with me because that's our mutual friend. See, did you see this weekend they had Rachel's baby shower and all of the women were there together except for those two? So they do things together. They are the friends off the show. And that's another thing. People say Jersey's so toxic, got so bad. The two clowns ruined it for the entire class. It wasn't Jersey. We're just the way we are. We've been this way this whole time. Teresa is the one who decided to go behind her back and ruin social media and what keeps her relevant in between seasons and ruin it, which is us. And she fucked with us and made us sound like we're a bunch of fucking bloggers, obsessed bloggers, when she was using them to do her dirty work and admitting that she couldn't fuck with her brother this year because she gave him the kiss of death, admitting that she's been fucking with him the whole time. And it's never been Joe. It's always been her, which I've said this from day one. Joe has done nothing but try to forgive that bitch every goddamn season. We were able to move on. And all of a sudden something breaks in her and she's got the whole fucking world off the show, on the show, going after people. Bo Deedle. I called Bo Deedle. No, I didn't call Bo Deedle. I wear no-nose pajamas, so I don't wear no-nose pajamas. I didn't mortgage my house. It's like, what the fuck? You lie, and then you say, we call you a liar, and you're like, I don't lie. What you just did. You lied about Bo Deedle, allegedly. You know what I mean? The dude motherfucking lies, and it's like, oh, I didn't say that. Well, then you're a liar. Oh, I didn't mean it. You're a liar, sir. Teresa, that's what a liar is, okay? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Sorry, I just went off about Teresa. What made me do that? How did I get there? I forget how I got there, guys. I don't know. I got on Teresa. I don't know. I have this thing with that. It's really like, I don't believe if she's not, I can't watch her and Kim D. I can't even be friends with Kim D anymore. I can't support Kim D. I can't support anybody even giving Jen Aiden's supposed to have a podcast now. Who the fuck lied to that bitch and said anybody wanted to fucking hear from her? Nobody likes you. You have no friends. Now you made it worse. So now who's going to fucking... Teresa wouldn't even have you as your fucking co-host. Like, think about it. Even if Teresa doesn't even invite you to be her co-host because she has nobody. Jen, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know who fucking lied to her and gave her a podcast. Aiden, I don't know, understand. You're not even relevant anymore. Who are you? You're not a housewife. Like, who the fuck are you, Bill Aiden? My husband's a doctor and I'm famous. Like, you guys think I'm being mean? Let's just watch what she said to this lady. Like, Andy has to really listen to the entire fucking thing. She was not right. She's not right at all. It was completely wrong. And her little stupid pick-me friend needs to go. Like, agreeing with her is ridiculous. Why are you wasted, Jen? Like, literally, I want to tag this bitch. Why the fuck you wasted 8 o'clock in the morning? Let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, Danielle skipped right over the fact that that she's wasted at that time in the morning. Why? You did a couple shots to go on the plane? What are you like? I don't get it. And then don't post shit. Don't treat people like that. Like, what the fuck? Sober or drunk, it's still fucked up. And like, it's like double fold because you're wasted at 8 o'clock in the morning and people are just glossing right over that. And you treated that woman like, I don't get where you thought that was cool. You really believed in your whole chest that you were right what you were doing. She really believed that was right. So you were that fucked up. Because I don't think you're that much of a fucking asshole in real life. But something with the fucking pills or whatever the fuck you're on, Jen. Like, you look like a whole ass mess. Your eyes were fucking all... Like, don't lie to me, man. Bitch, you're fucked up. Like, you treated that woman... and made me cry the way you treated her. I am so glad this woman has a family that came back from fucking stuck up. Because, like, she posted it first. Like, and that chick's like, I hope the fucking God you guys talk. It went fucking viral quick. So it's like, if anybody wants to know what's going on with Jersey, that should fucking be the answer. Andy, that should be Andy's answer right there. Because I'm pretty sure she's with Teresa. Ask Teresa her opinion. See if she sticks up for her friend because she expects blind loyalty from everybody else. Let her stick up for Jen and see what happens. We already know you're an asshole. So you fucking say that she's right. You're going to be fucking destroyed. If you don't agree with her, then Jen's going to be, what the fuck? You didn't stick up for me. You expect me to stick up for you, but you don't stick up for me. There's nothing to stick up for. It's like, Andy, it's not about posting it. It's don't do it at all. Yeah, Adam's right. Like, she should not have done it at all. Your soul is wicked. Something, and it's blame whatever the fuck, pills or wine or I don't know what the fuck you did with your kids before you walked into that place and just thought that you could order 10,000 things like some fucking crackhead. Oh, let me change my order 10 times when you got a line of people at the airport. And that dude, I want to know who that dude is. If anybody know who that dude is, I'm talking to myself, guys. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Larja, sorry. I want to know if that's John Hill, because John Hill has recently said a lot of nasty ass things. He's Andy's like co-host or best friend or something. He has his own podcast, but he might be maybe his like producer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a real motherfucker. He said some nasty ass things to Kelly. I think he called her a bitch. He called her fucking, and he was really. Oh my god! In the comments and on X in the Twitter, oh my god, he was fucking going after the people like us, like going after people comment and saying, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And he was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
bitch.
That's
And
because he had too much time on his hands. You know, when big people take time to like argue with little people, it's
yeah,
like
I
you got
know.
too much time on your hand, bro.
He's like literally live. He's on his show and he's like talking shit on her. And like, you know, her husband's on the live too. Like, you know what I mean? I like Rick now. I watch them live. I watch them in the
Yeah.
morning. I love it. And I think that she
I
actually.
I
Hmm?
agree. Like I liked Rick,
Yeah.
and I don't usually do Fox anything, but I liked
Well,
Rick with Kelly, and I liked Mike. Was that Cynthia's dude's name was Mike? And he
yeah.
was also from Fox. I liked them.
Yeah, I like Rick off the show. Rick is. I didn't think I was gonna like him at all. But watching, I hated Kelly too. Not hate, but I didn't like her. I was one of those people like off with her head. But watching her do the show on YouTube, I'm like, oh my god! I actually signed up for their Patreon. I do
Yes,
like
relatable.
yes. And I wish they would
She's
literally.
way
Yes, they don't need
Yeah,
this
I was gonna
fucking.
say I felt like she was way more relatable in from her podcast. On the
Yeah.
show, she was in such defense mode all the
Yeah.
time. I feel like we didn't really get a chance to know her. But in these podcasts where she's relaxed around Rick, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's funny as heck. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and she just lets, and she can say, you know what I mean, and I do, I agree. Like, and Rick's really, they're such a good couple, and it's like, okay, now we see a role like that. She found her person, and he's now away from Fox. He does his little news thing in the afternoon. He loves it. He gets his like time in, and I think they're very proud of their. I'm proud of them. I really am. I know you think she's a horrible person. A lot of people think she's a horrible person, but a lot of
Are
think
you
it's
talking about her thin the herd comment during the Dimmick?
yeah, like I
That
don't.
everybody was like so mad at her for saying it was God's way of thinning the herd.
It
You know,
wasn't.
she could have been saying that out of fear too, out of like what stupid fear. Like it was not a great comment to make, and
Yeah, it was
people
a.
had a right to think that. I mean, so many people passed in such a short amount of time. That
Definitely.
was one way of looking at it, but I don't really know. I don't know. And then plus, isn't she Latina?
Huh?
Technically, isn't Kelly Dodd Latina technically?
Mexican, and she was Mexican, maybe or something. Yeah, Mexican and something else. She was going over her that the other day. She was like, she said she's a little bit of black too, like Mexican black, and maybe
That's what I thought. I thought I heard her said something about that too.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. Hey
Yeah,
Corey,
I
what do
don't
you
think
think
that's
makes
funny.
her a horrible person currently? Because
Yeah.
like maybe back on the show, but what about currently? Is there anything current that makes her horrible, or is it all past horrible stuff? No, she's a horrible racist, self-hating person of color. She is Mexican and white, and she's still a racist. Well, you know what? A lot of Mexicans did vote for Trump, so and their family members might get deported. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, entitled to her opinion. I see what you mean. Um, not everybody's gonna like everybody. I see. Like, there's people like I just went off on
Yeah.
Teresa for a half hour, but there's people that think she's amazing. So, you know, look how much I
Right.
don't like, and not everybody agrees with that. So, you know, she on
Right.
a live tour of her dogs because she thought that I don't know. No, you have your right to opinion.
Excuse me, a bigot? No, she's a horrible person, and her husband is worse. Oh, look, well, look, I don't know if I'm gonna go find out why they worse. I don't know, but for while they do on their podcast
Yeah.
and the POV they share over there, I think they're quirky and they're funny. They
I
work
love
well together.
her dad's
I'm
really
not
fucking.
knocking them.
Right now, her dad's on there, and her mom was over there for a couple months, so she would be. Her mom's really cool.
Oh, that
Her
was
mom,
hilarious. Her dad was just going in the refrigerator while they were in the middle of their podcast. It's hilarious.
I'm like, they need to get a studio. Like their new house. I'm like, they're gonna have a studio soon. They have a really hard time with the like they're like they call them tips. They're super chats. It's cute because and I'm like, guys, I told them how to do StreamYard. I'm like, we could do this, do that. The thing is, she's relatable because she's engaging with us, and I do believe. Like I remember when I would watch Adam and Zach and all, when they were engaging with us, is when he blew, like his channel started to grow. Like I do feel like being more relatable like that and engaging, not just Kelly, but a lot of them. I think Candace and Chris would have a fucking huge following and makes a lot of money if they would just put their life on YouTube or something, or not. Maybe there's a lot of platforms, but I think Kelly and Rick are making this a whole thing. Like this is what they do. I don't know how much money they make, but they, do pretty well. They just built another house. And I feel like, I don't think that they don't need housewives as much as I want them to continue. The OGs can get off of there. Like Vicky's amazing. I like Vicky on her little podcast thing. I never liked her till recently.
Oh my gosh, you're right. You're totally right. Sometimes these podcasts, do add layers to people who you might have otherwise been like had one thought of. But yeah, like the podcast definitely humanizes Vicky's ass. Even though she's the original woohoo girl, she needed humanizing because she seems very prude and uppity a lot. But her being on that show, on her podcast with such a young counterpart on top of it, I feel like it rounds her out in a nice way. I'm not mad.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, I used to not like you. I'm like, are you, was it me? Like, maybe maybe I'm evolving, but no, I do feel like it does make them more relatable. And it's like, we don't look at them as like characters, because to me, Kelly, that was a character. Now, like, she engages, and maybe I'm just like, I'm not a pick me. I'm not like, oh my God, I do get excited sometimes when I get excited when James fucking talks to me,
Are they all racist Trump support? I don't call a racist a racist, but I don't know of any racist things that Kelly has done. That Vicky has done. Why are you saying what has Vicky done?
Yeah. I mean, I love you, but I know you love me, but you don't fuck with Trumpers, I guess you said. But I mean, you don't hate us. I mean, I'm not saying who I voted for, but it kind of maybe a little obvious, but like, yeah, like you don't, like the other side, you don't have to like him, but the other side is not.
Especially in the last election, can all the Trump supporters get a pass? He was literally up against and installed. Don't get me freaking started. Don't get me started.
Like,
We
what have
can't
they
not like
done?
Trump supporters this time around specifically because a lot of them might have felt like the Democrats were trying to usurp the democratic process by installing Kamala outside of a primary. So how about that? But don't get me started. I love everybody.
Me too. I love everybody, but Jesus Christ, every week it gets worse and worse. The shit that they did, like we barely will make it to January 25th. I swear. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's like all of a sudden, I don't get it. We're now seeing how evil that side was to us. Like, I don't like to pick a side. It keeps the war going, but he's not. He's been through a lot. Like, they tried to get him financially. They tried to get him criminally. They tried to unalive him. And you find out, oh my God, they're hiring people that look like MAGA people. Biden, oh my God, they hired people to fuck on January 6th to inflate it, and then they blame him for it. And then we find out it was their people acting like MAGA people and acting like violent MAGA people.
It's so weird. So you're saying that January 6th, it turned out to be their people.
Yes,
listen, and I'm gonna add, and October 7th turned out to be their people too.
They're fucking crazy, and we're like, and it's like every time, and people, and I get it. They're mad. I would be mad at him too. Like, I'd be getting pissed if I'm a Democrat or whatever. If I was on that, I'd be pissed too, because you're finding out how fucked they really are. Look what they just did. I can't. He's showing us how much you don't give a fuck about us. And Cheney started it 20 fucking years ago, and thank God we got this far, because thank God we've made it this far. And I hope that he makes it. I hope we make it, because at this point, he wants us to go to war. I don't know how the fuck people don't see that. Don't get me fucking started. They're trying to get us to go to war. Nobody fucking sees that. Does nobody see what's happening right now? And I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. Why? Because Biden says so. Biden's a fucking crook. What do you think he runs these war for? They're literally send their people to war because they want money, because they need to keep their money, because they need to wash and like launder our money.
I'm adverse to war. Like, I don't believe that citizens.
We should not believe. We are funding fucking terrorists. We're funding.
Right. I don't think that the people in charge should talk so much shit that they get us backed into a war and then use our sons' bodies to back up the shit that they talk. No, use your body and your immediate family's bodies to back up the shit that you're talking to the other nation. And I bet there would never be another war again. If the president that's talking shit has to put up his specific family and loved ones to go fight in the war, how many wars do you think there would be?
Corey, how do you say that? How do you say that right now? How do you say that Biden doesn't want to go, but Trump wants to go to, and Biden doesn't?
Several wars right now, I believe, and Sleepy Joe is at the helm.
Listen, I'll find the episodes. I will find what I'm talking about. I heard something. They literally, it was said 3 times that what's his name? Russia and Ukraine, we're talks, and then here comes our fucking people, and then oh no, go to war, we'll back you, and then here we go funding it, and you know what happens? We're funding Al Qaeda, like oh my god, and they're coming back here and killing us. Now they're in our country. Now we have fucking warheads, and now we have literally manheads in country.
It's
Like
crazy, Krista.
he doesn't give a
It's
fuck.
crazy.
Joe doesn't
We need
care.
to have a separate live. We need to have a separate live for the people
Yeah, I'm
that want to
sorry.
engage
I'm sorry.
about a talk like this because
I
yeah.
apologize. It's so obvious though. Like it's just, I don't have to say it. It's in front of our faces. That's like, let's not ignore what's happening. Everybody wants to do it when he's in trouble. Now let's not ignore what the fuck's happening to us. Like we might not even make it. I mean, it's really crazy. Why would you want to go to war? Like I don't understand. It's crazy. I mean, I get it. Like we're not all going to agree, but it's not, it's all out now though. Everything's out. Maybe there's more. We'll find out. But I can tell you, fucking 9/11 is not his fault. Fucking last 20 years, those fucking lies are not his fault. It's fucking Cheney, Clinton, Bush, all those motherfuckers, and including him. It's just crazy. They're just nuts. And you don't have to like Trump, but like we've been traumatized so many times because they want to go to war. They want to steal oil. We're not.
I think we were trying to really go to the politics. Sorry, you guys.
I
I'm
wasn't
not. Honey's out. Corey's out. The people are all dropping like flies. Look, we can talk about it, you and I, another time, but I don't want to bore our audiences with this
It's been 3.5 hours. I'm love you guys for staying for this long. I apologize. I just went off on everybody. I apologize.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. It's just I honestly used to never even care. I didn't care until literally now, until just recently. Well, not just recently, it's a couple of years when I realized, oh my God, like now I'm an adult. And it's like, whoa, shit. I've lost people.
I gotta I'm trying
Anyway,
to for a long time with you, Krista. I love you.
I love you.
And that last call was another call because I have to go. I have to go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I love you guys. Thanks for being here with us.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for hosting me, Krista.
Thank you for always coming up in my person next to me, and everybody else in the chat. I love you guys so much. You guys know I love you.
Yeah, we
And
love you guys. It's all love, nothing but love.
Don't be
see you guys in
mad.
the next video.
Yes, love you. Love you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Corey, yes. Corey, I love you. If you want to talk separately, we can talk off of this, but
yeah, we could totally talk about stuff.
Yeah, I'll find it. It was the guy that was like wearing crazy like headgear and stuff, him and his friend. Yeah. So it was just recently, and it's like yeah. I was listening to it on The View, some clips from The View, which I was, and then it's called PBD podcast or PBD podcast. Patrick Bet David's podcast on. He's like kind of like a little Joe Rogan almost, but yeah, they were talking about it on there. They actually are there. You have to go to court and stuff. Like they got arrested for it all, and to find out it was like people from the other side hiding them. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that like I was like, holy crap! Why? And like it's getting, I feel like it's like catch and kill stories, and like we're not getting it from mainstream media. You can't get it from them. You have to hear it from people on YouTube or like the mainstream media on here now, which is not that bad. I mean, it's just them. It's the media that can't they haven't forced to lie for us for so long. Like that's the thing. Like we believe things that like I'm saying, like I'm hearing these things. It's like it's being catch and kill stories. We're not hearing it on mainstream media, and who did you even really trust them anymore? And it's very scary. And I feel like I hope to God everything just look. We've made it this long. I realize everything like maybe picking a side keeps the war going. I get that. We just need to all like I don't want war. Like we should not have it. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's not for us any longer. It's just why not compromise? Duality with compromise. There's nothing wrong with it. People want peace. Why are we like there's no reason to fight? We can literally do better together. Like, and those people need to be held accountable for the things that they did because they want somebody else to be held accountable. Maybe they should, or just quietly exit stage left. Because I'm pretty sure Joe and Kamala both voted for Trump too. I'm just gonna say, I just think they did too. She didn't want to be president and he couldn't be, so there was no way that was going to work. She didn't want to be there. It's obvious she didn't want to be here. And we don't want somebody here that doesn't want to be here. And I don't want to, never mind. I love you guys, whatever. I love you guys. Teresa's hairline. Hold on. I love you. Wait, hold on. Teresa's hairline. Hold on. What is this? I love that. It's true. In fact, that band crowd on January 6th. It's obvious who gets their news from the news. I know. And listen, I was so torn too. Like I'm like, what? I didn't know who to believe. Blah blah blah. And then you really start paying attention. It's like, oh, you know. And then the poor man had a bully looking in his head, like, and now we're like, the Secret Service can't trust them. We're getting lied to by the FBI. Like, I mean, seriously, it's scary that the Secret Service took them 15, 16 minutes to get him in a car and out of there. When it was Reagan, it took him 6 minutes. You know, Reagan was in that car in 6 minutes and out of there when he got shot at. And we got no answers. And it's like, oh my God, we don't even get answers to the congressional or whatever that's called. It really, like, we're watching it in real time. They're not telling us about the door bags. Like, it's like, wow, really? You really don't care about us that much? Like, now you're showing us how much you didn't care. And so the people that, you know, I'm sorry. It's so, you know, it is. And I honestly, like, I didn't know what to believe. Like I said, for a long time, I was like, I didn't think that it was his fault, but I also was like, wow, look at the fuck, look how much people are getting angry. And wow, and really to think that, like, all this bad, all these things that happened because of it, and then he pardons his son. I'm not gonna pardon my son, okay? And then he does it. It's like, come on, you're calling Trump the liar. Maybe he is, but fucking so is Biden. I don't think Biden's whatever. Like I said, it's time for him to go. And I love you guys. I can't believe it's been 3.5 hours. I appreciate you all. I don't want you guys to never not come back, but you know, I love you. I reckon I guys always, the link is on there. If you guys ever want to come up and talk, like I know I try not to talk about politics, but you know, this is just like the big stuff that's happening right now. And like I said, maybe we just love each other. And I know I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm just saying we all just, you know, I appreciate you guys. I don't know if you guys just came in. I hope my live's still going. I don't know. Oh my God, I love you guys over here too. I didn't realize all these people on Instagram. That's another thing. They need to find a way to have our Instagram comments show up so I can go back and forth. I apologize to anybody that's on Instagram. And if you had a comment, I see a lot of Jersey people. Yeah, she was fucking wasted. Let me say, Lisa, she was wasted. And everybody's just like kind of forgetting that part of it. Like, oh, she was, not only was she a twat, she to a 6-0. Like, oh man, nobody wants to hear your mouth, Jen. I don't know who lied to you. Likes their dog. I can't believe. And then they have a bunch of people going and saying bad things on my. I love you too, Lisa. If you're still here, a bunch of people going on my on the websites and saying a bunch of bad things about Jersey Mike's. You know, it's her. That's their MO. Like, what the fuck? And then literally, of course, they did it to his to. I can't talk. I'm getting upset. To Bill Aiden's thing too. Yes. She should be fired, period. And the fact that they literally made it sound like, oh, I would be embarrassed I was at Jersey Mike's. Wow, that's what the fuck that's what the problem was. That's not what the problem was. And again, people talking about Jersey. I'm a little, you know, I don't think that you fucking people should, like, it makes me mad. Think what you want. I'll call us dirty. That's fucking, you know, that I don't like it. Whatever, it is what it is. We're on Andy, like, have you ever even been there? Like, oh my God, why wouldn't you want to be known to be in Jersey Mike's? I don't get it. Well, who the fuck are you? I'll find out who you are. And if it is fucking John Hill that nobody knows of, you're a loser. Nobody knows your name, but like, talk a lot of shit. Hey guys. Hey Tony. I'm still here. I am sorry that we went on like a little left. It's 3.5 hours. I make fun of people that do lives this long, but I can talk and talk and talk. And in case you haven't noticed, but like, I didn't see you guys for 2 days. My cats are trying to get in. I don't know why they're not coming in though. There's snow on the ground, and my other cats are outside. And it's the first time they've ever probably seen snow. But no, I feel like I really love you guys, and I appreciate you guys being here. Sometimes I'm just here as I need to be. Like, like I said, I was, you know, what my situation was. It's I want to do sobriety with Kristen Ray, but I don't feel like it's something on my channel. I don't know. It's like I need somebody else to be on there with me. I think James said he would come up with me because I wanted to be able to have a topic and stay on it, because I mean, I don't want to, when I talk about things, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, or like, not even that. Like, I feel like, but then always having to repeat like what the shit that I've been through, it's kind of like, okay, Chris, there she is again, talking about herself. But it's like, I get mad at people that don't take accountability now. I don't know. I'm just different. I guess. We were caught. When I was caught, you were caught. And that's the thing. The fact that Teresa still isn't acting like she was, like, she's still acting like she didn't do anything wrong. She just lied again on a podcast. I don't know, hers or something about what happened. I'm sorry, it was Kelly and Rick. Kelly and Rick. They interviewed Teresa. They don't really know her. And it was like their interview with her. She lied, and they were asking her a bunch of really, and like questions that like really that we all know the answers to. And Teresa's flipping over her words, tripping over her words, making this one I said she made Joe sound like he was a loser, that just because he's not in the country, that he wasn't paying for helping her pay for the kids. And it, bitch, what you fucking, oh my god, the show is your money. I don't get it. Like Louis not paying for college. Like he might be writing your checks. And you say Louis helps, yeah, he writes. He goes hands you your purse. Maybe he signs a check or something. But it's like it's you and Joe's. Oh, I can't. And did you see the thing? Oh my god, did you see the thing with Brielle? This is crazy. I should do a separate live about this. Did you see the shit with Brielle Bierman? Holy shit! And Kim with this young guy. I don't know who this cast is. This chick is all over TikTok. She's beautiful. You know what? I'm going to do a whole separate live about that. This is some crazy shit. Because this is a long one, and I don't know what time it is. It's oh my god, it's almost 4:20. Tony B, you're here. I don't, you guys, if I come back, and Ocean, where did are you largest side? I'm sorry about, yeah, I'll find it if you want me to. Yeah, it's crazy. PBD podcast. It's called Patrick Bet Davis. PPD. Let me just get you the link for it. It's basically like mainstream media. They talk about politics. And they're, they have different opinions, but it's on every day live. They've had Trump on, they've had everybody on, they've had Elon on, they have everybody on. But if you see what I mean, and I'm not usually I like this kind of news in the morning, but I hate when he says things. When he talks about things, I don't get lost when he says it. Like he says things and I get what he's saying when it comes to like not just politics, but people in general. Where's he at? He is, and he also is a immigrant that came here, so he knows. He knows what it is. He's awesome. But I think he was like an insurance agent or something. I thought that he was a newscaster before, but he's not. I don't know if they went live today. I think people should check it out. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, just so you can see what I mean. And that's where I kind of got all that information. Am I sharing this? You guys can see it. All right, Patrick Davis. So the next live is, I think, did they go live today? I guess that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's the next one. So yeah.
Adam, what's your point? The future looks bright. My handshake is better than anything I ever signed right here. You are a one of one.
My son's right about you.
I think I've ever said this before. Great movie.
Tom Cruise. You should have taken those Cadillacs.
We are back at it. He should have taken those Cadillacs. Tom is quoting from the movie American Made with, what is it, Tom?
Yeah, this is the guy, Patrick Bet Davis, and then he's got the other guys on here. Tom Ellsworth, Vincent Oshana, Adam Sosnick. And they discuss current events.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. That's the only one I can really like watch, and I kind of understand what's going on. And they don't, they just talk about facts. They don't really. They're not The View. You see what The View has done. It's ranged. I don't get it. Like you hate somebody. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, sorry, I went back to that. But that's where it's, a lot of the information. And I do like, it's just like, especially current events, like the stuff that just happened in New Orleans and Vegas. Like, did you guys hear about the Sean? Oh my God. All right, I'm doing a separate live. We got to talk about the Sean fucking, that fucking podcast that had the guy on there, the manifesto from the guy from Vegas. Oh my fucking God, did you? And then the police agreed, the police said it was his. Like, this guy did make it up. The guy actually it was a real email. He really did lay out. Did you see it, guys? Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm going to make a whole separate live about it because I need to talk about this. It's crazy. It's stuff I don't really talk about. Okay. It's literally the Sean Ryan. Is it Sean Ryan podcast? What's his name? Like, I burnt right now. A guy went on there and he said that he got it. The guy in the Cybertruck explosion had laid out his entire manifesto, and then the FBI said, "Yep, it was really him." But this is crazy. I'll be back with that story because we gotta talk about it. I need somebody to talk about it with if you guys want. If anybody can find me James Collins Cares, or if you guys are from Tommy Lifeboat, any of you guys, if you guys, I'll try to see if they want to come up and talk about that stuff. Tony, guys, come back in like an hour or so. I'm going to talk about this, talk about that Sean Ryan or whatever that podcast was, that whole thing, and what the latest does that, because it's wild. And the thing, oh my god, Kim Zolciak is with some really young guy, and his girlfriend is all over fucking TikTok, and like she's famous or something, I don't know, and like fucking calling Kim out. Kim and Croy just lost their house. Like, there's a lot going on, guys, and I can't stop talking about this shit. Okay. And then I was in the bushes with the other stuff. Mimir, I love you. Still never let me get involved in that shit again. I know that I yelled at you and I was like, please give me that. Fuck it. They got bigger problems than me. All right. I love you all. I'll be back. This is a good podcast, though. Please don't be mad at me.